Kesiemu na wabetena bamba so obojare ehɔ no mo enti sa wo fie na wutie ye na Abusua 96.5 ɛna ultimate 106.9 Bomoden na osubra be pie menche so obetena se
our life our GHTV any Ago TV enti ni nyina no betimi akɔhɔ na akɔhwɛ de etwaguo na aha enne yaba amamre fie enti nso hwɛ bi na aha eni kankasa
sanetie se yehwɛ chinye akɛse a etwaguo enche pi ana bekwa hene ene ne mpanimfo betwa mu omokɔtena ase se anche pi na yehunu bantama hene a bantama ene ye security a opo opemso eho ban eti enche bantama hene pia na jeze opemso so eto aso a wokɔ akɔtena ase na yacha no ewo honomo
wo hwe chinia no nso a chinia ne bia wo de eka o
sanetie
ni chinia
sanetie
erutina santifo bu baby say ahemfu chinia ebi di da bia chi obia ne ne de so hwe chinia atwa ahia ha ya eni kana efa kasa
Say ya twetwe nkomo kakra Abusua FM ye me camera no ye pese ye hu sade ye amra ne sitie bode haban ne ye yinti ye mra ye nimo yo said ye nyina ye no eniema ekoso ewo Asantehemaa Manhyia fikesie mo ena moto se ekoso no ba bia wa wote ye nka bia no na wabo moden na wabo moden ye pese ye ne udi nkomo kakra hwe reason ti a mo ahosiesie ti se nti ya men camera no na GH1 emfa yemra ye ne mo Nana boko yemra anymore. Me bacho. Aha. Sana mama mreni sitie. Oh yo. Omura afra wo mo ntino. Womo eko womura honomo aba etisa ote yanka eyesa ena ekoso ewo Asantehemaa ntemu a ene amamre ne amane de bebe ena ekoso aha ye Abusua 96.5 and ultimate 106.9 GH1 and Ago TV and also our Star FM our Accra and yeshamo our Manhyia fikesiemu ehanomo se nananomo ko jare akotena se atwen open so eti se wo se camera no efa ahemfo na yetwa mu no a na eye otumfo ote okoso eno mokotena se atwen nana aba betena se na yato adwumadie no so afiri honomo
ese wo fi abomodin ase wo beti radio no ahweti wo akonya so se wutime ba na wa wudi wani ebehwe de ekoso in fact wo right ahimfia ha Manhyia ahimfia ha wutimu se Asantehemaa efe ena asantefo
hello
yan sani pamu etu ba asase a yegyina so sese so a enipa hudu agina bi wa ha aha na ba hudu ni fita wo so tuma
so we are
Sanetie
brother be show wadi so ade akwa
Bronia
is currently
Broni
ongoing.
fita wa frantoma.
And we're trying to see if we will be able
to
to. Yes, so that's what is happening here in Manhyia Palace. Everything is in order, and of course the traditional leaders are here.
Eti Asantehemaa for adia oye. Ewo memo Asantehemaa kwasemi efe ube biemo ewo Manhyia hanomo a eye amamre.
Everything seems to be in order. Oh, may I there? Yes. So, it's okay.
Akoko no ekuta na okaniti na orina anim no so sese oman ye wade a oye yie pa ye wade a oye sese oni size awo Asantehemaa no kwes Asantehemaa ye amamre efe yamamre efe na eso ani eye kama you bet onso wabe no kwasem nie efe akukọ no ngui wakaniti awe a oguso a worwe akukọ no eni ntakrani nyina na orwe Asante your mind Asante your mind said ye Canada bia no eti so wo fie na se wutie ye na obetimi de wani a kire mu e wo Manhyia fikesie mu sabre ya enche na opemso e kwatena se na hemfo atwa no nwachia yi obetimi aba na onso waba behwe said ye eniama esi etie wo ehanomo eti egusu a ye wo ewo efie hanomo obetimi aba na onso aba na waba behu mpanimfo enso ene said ye eniama esi ekro ewo efie ha eye Abusua 96.5 ena ultimate 106.9 GH1 ewa Accra GH1 TV ewa Accra Ago TV enso ena Star FM ena mote yanka efre echese awia ide aha afekuo ba konso eba eno nso nananom ene ne mpanimfo ena ebe eye amamre omode nyanya ena omode agu omuko mu ena enwom na atwaku nyina ne se Asantehemaa yenim ko yenim dwane Asantehemaa yenim okon nanso yenim dwane se yako a ye gina ni mu
masumo we de miama kwa video bi wa say wa ba ya kakabe nsem na anadwo na yesima pienu be pienu upia se na wode ne se ati akukọ ti awe ne fresh awe ne nsono no sa no hia anadwo de suo mu a wode be yaw enti akira ma obi anya kakabe nsem empia abonten ai photo no me de mo de ko Facebook na wa shebi wa hu de akwaso o Manhyia ahemfia ha ai anadwo
efe sadia na akano a sese voter for no so aduru ha we suma we no okay ye baby sa omumu ye na ye hunu sadia ni din ne sunetie na enwanwa ye pa voter for no enwanwa ye nipa nhyemu nanso ekọ aha sanetie wote yanka aya Manhyia fikesie mu ana yewei fikesie mu ana yadro sebre enti yeguso a yede de ekoso enyina ebro aya GH1 okay amamre gu so a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Manhyia fikesie mu amamre no gu so a ɛkɔ so baabi a wote yɛn ka biya free biya no na wabɔ mmɔden na wo nso wabɛbɔ w'ani akɔ homa ɛyɛ adesua yie paa ɛyɛ adesua yie na kwasɛ ne sɛ yɛmfa abasobɔ soronko ɛma Zoom Lion for no kwasɛ ne sɛ Zoom Lion for ama dwom ha tie pa bɔla bia ni wa ɛtɔ fam a wɔn mama ne tɔ fam bɔla tɔ fam a wɔn afa ɛntam so a eti Zoom Lion for wɔn nso ɛbɔ adwumaden ɛde boa dwumadie yi ɛbɛtu mpɔn enti saa na teɛ yɛwɔ bɔgyare sisi yɛ yi yɛwɔ bɔgyare sisi yɛ a ne kasa yi dwumadie no ɛkɔ so kama paa ano ɛden yie Ultimate 106.9 Ultimate 106.9 Abusua 96.5 Ena moti yanka efre haya kumase Manhyia fikesie mu kumase Manhyia fikesie mu yewo bojari sesi aya me na okasai ya nanano mo ebo ho modin bia se nana KONADU YIADOM otoso miensa yebeko jane kwan ama nana akọ akura eti nana akọ nkwaja mu a emu ana yewe nana akọ nkwaja mu a Abraham no kata die yewe yi enti yegusu a ye twen openso ebeba tenase sede na he no edikan bimu edikan kwatenase a ye twen ona waka no so baba behwe Asantehemaa yamane ene sede eniema esitie ewo ehanomo eti bomade na bra na onso no bra behwe de ekoso ewo Manhyia fikesie mu ehanomo na hunu sede esitie yebetimi ne dwumadie bi ɛkɔ so a na kwasɛm ni yehu bi da danta ɛyɛ danta ɔmo nhyɛ na kwasɛm ni sɛ ɛnɛ yehu no nneɛma a yehu bi da ɛwɔ Asantehemaa mu ha amammerɛ ɔmo yɛ abrafoɔ na utimu sɛ wɔn su no te sɛ ɛmoatia okay so ana womo ekro eti ayɛ ana etwago eti sɛ wo fie na wote yanka wobetimi na wonso wabɛbɔ wani akɔhoma ahwɛ de ɛkɔ ɛne sɛdeɛ eniema sitie sɛdeɛ dodoɔ na aka sɛ Asantehemaa yɛ ɔman no ɛyɛ nokwasɛm sɛ Asantehemaa eyo manya ebi eni akire bio enti opemso eni kwan ena yegusu aye me ne wo kasa yi de eye Abusua ko bi apiemu a edi nyanya agu omukomo na mepese yebehunu sade wona mamre no esitie eye nyanya
to the Asante mother who has been in stage 4 the past 2 days. That is what is happening now here in Manhyia Palace. As you can see from the background, traditional leaders have lined up in their numbers, paying their respect to the Asante Queen. That is what is happening right now. It has been very interesting situation here in Manhyia Palace. Exhibition of Asante culture and tradition to the full capacity. Nothing has been left out so far. We have the Otufo Anantahene. He is one of the Asante warriors. So you can see him dressed with all ammunition that is his responsibility in the Asante Kingdom. At the moment, we understand that some members from the northern region, House of Chief, would also be here to also pay their last respect to the Asante Queen. Then they would also go to Otumfo and also go and sympathize with the Manhyia various Nyomkuro group have also assembled here in their numbers. They are, beating the drums, singing the Adwa songs that would also energize the Manhyia Palace, electrify the atmosphere here. That is what we are witnessing now in Manhyia Palace. I have also seen a delegation also coming from the eastern region. They are also on their way coming here in Manhyia Palace to come and also share their sympathies with Otumfo and also mourn with the Manhyia royal family. So these are some of the developments happening here in Manhyia. Now behind me is where Otumfo will be coming from, the direction where you see the umbrellas. That is where he will be coming from. And of course he will be sitting in palanquin. Then they will carry him on their head, and that is where Asantehemaa will start his display from. So the palanquin is in there. The umbrellas that you see here are those one that they will put on Asantehemaa Otumfo Osei the second when he arrived here at the job room where the funeral actually will take place. Very soon we will engage some of the traditional leaders to listen to them and know their responsibilities. I have seen some of the Manhyia Asante executioners coming. They are also here, and we will have to speak to them. So we'll get all people here to speak to so that they give us information about their various roles and responsibilities that they play in Manhyia Palace. That is what is happening now. So the people here have all assembled. This is the delegation waiting for the arrival of the Asantehemaa Otumfo Osei the second here in Manhyia Palace. We'll try and speak to some of the traditional leaders who are here to give us their various responsibilities in the Asante Kingdom. Of course, we know that the Bantamahene is the warrior. He is the leader of the Asante army. And so when he is coming, of course, you will see him exhibiting his war regalia, his ammunitions and guns to let the people know that indeed, yes, he is a warrior, he is a mighty giant. And of course, the Asantehemaa has his trust for him to give him all the needed security that they have to give to him. So when Bantamahene comes, we will see that, of course, him displaying that in Manhyia Palace. Now there's another chief coming here. We'll try and engage him, know his responsibilities in the Asante Kingdom, what he do for the Asante man. Then we'll go from there. Nana Mpacho Yefra was saying.
Midini Nanaya Ekuoko.
Nanaya Ekuoko. Was Santemamu ha Jumadi Bain na Udi Edema Santehene.
Many Otumfo are saying na me wojase. Enti fie ha enhyehyɛ ntoto bibia na nananu jase fo na eye.
Eti enhyehyɛ bain na moaye amamre kwan so fa Jumadi a ekoso ho.
Said ya na free kwasiara no eba na asanhyɛ na na de agu akwa mu. Mo say edom no doso enti akyekye chem said ebe ya nipa no mebu mfa so ma oye na bia ngosi enti ene nananom anka say wo ba bibiara ya to ensa afro mu no wa Asantehemaa mu ene outside Asantehemaa ya to ensa afro mu no omo na ya expect so mu beba no ma ba behwe ya bre wa ni achi na afi ma ba ba chi Asantere ama na ya akọ enti na nhyehyɛ ya na egu akwa mu say na de ya hwe nananom omuni Asantehemaa mu no omusu beba no ma ba chi Asantehemaa.
So now there's another group of traditional women chanting the Asante songs. So we'll try and engage them here to know their response. I hear man na mo ye hwan mo.
Asantehemaa na nom ene yen. Otumfo ahene na nom.
Juma de ben na mudi was Asantehemaa mu.
Asantehemaa ye taye na ne chidom. Ye boni chidom. Ye ne ebre. Ye na ni mpon na da fom no. Ya hwera de pa.
Dahre yania bre papa. Yania bre pa jese. Yanana ekojaye.
It is a more. It is a kum.
Yania bre pa yo. Say yania bre. Yana another from Tiania bre pa.
It's a book as a money abra. Then I'm more yanuma mo to then I'm more.
And I had a ponda yania bre pa fi say. Yana ya be fi ha e be siesie ha. O me scatter the need no. And now the from there I na for any abre.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, you don't know. I know.
Juma Ben Amuti, I was Asantehemaa.
Yo, madam, I found how to be asked. I ain't like what you said. What you want to say? Yeah, I'm glad for. I'm here or him. And I'm out to dine in my own. Do you say about? Yeah, you are not to about him. Yeah, good time now. What's it to him? We would have a black wife in the front of Emma. And the power hearing him. Said it on that. I remember I ever told him my black. It's in a hidden for no. It's a
So that is the Ahinanananum group of Manhyia Palace who are currently on their way singing and chanting their Asante war songs, letting the public know that indeed they are not happy with what has happened. They are mourning, and so these are some of the songs that they do. What we do understand is that after the burial, that is where the final funeral rite will take effect, and that is where they are going to face death. They will be shooting and they will be doing a lot of things against death, and so that is the war. And that one we are going to see different kind of things, but because the queen at the moment is lying in state, the things that they are doing wouldn't be aggressive as it used to be. And so these are some of the information we are getting so far as the funeral is concerned. Now there is also another delegation coming. We'll try and speak to them and know their role and their responsibilities here in the Manhyia Palace. Central Regional House of Chiefs. Central Regional House of Chiefs. Now, I'm about what would you that be Sana Henry will be my squatter and share. Good. It's a never then I'm over as the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Oh, yes, Sabia. Yeah, you are. Or 2-4, Sabia. No waka, waka. It's a member of council, Bibi or her mobile. So that is the Central Regional House of Chiefs delegation actually also entering into the Manhyia Palace. They have finished paying their last respect to the Asante Queen. They are currently moving into the main funeral grounds where they would also go and sit and sympathize with the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II. So that is what is happening. Now the paramount chief of Dominasi in Central Region, they are the people who have currently also arrived here. They are moving straight to where the funeral would also take place. Let me also remind you that the MPP delegation has also arrived. Nanabi, the national organizer, is here. I've also seen the Mono regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Abronye. He is also there with the MPP delegation. We are expecting to see the NDC delegation also here. Let me also engage this executioner. Gentlemen, Obaini, yes. So let me engage this language. Yes.
If you rara uti region, yeah, Asantehemaa ya welcome to Nase. Konadu Yie rara. Ntie na ye mame bato we na o say ye ba be jamu no. Na ba be sum no say your ba pani e ma rara Asantehemaa.
Rara mo so dwumadie ban na mudi wo Asantehemaa mu.
Rara di ba dia ye di ni said. Na Otumfuo tenase a. Ye na ye ten no nifa so ye na nifa hene ma rara. Na Otumfuo.
Ite na amabai amamra kwan so bribi ban na mo be
yo na ya ba ye de ye ba pani ni ye ba ye na pani odi anim na ba be chie ye na Otumfuo say ye ba be som no say Asantehemaa hene.
So that is the arrival of Bantamahene Bafo Amankwaitia, the Bantamahene, who is the warrior of the Asante Kingdom. So he's here with his army, and you can see how they are moving. That is the Bantamahene Bafo Abusua Amankwaitia, the army warlord of the Asante Kingdom. They will say he's the war general, and so he has also arrived with his delegation together with his army, and that is what they are doing now. I would also try to speak to Bantamahene, one of his Abrafo. Nana, remember, oh, GH1 TV, so watch out. Okay, so they said they want to station Bantamahene before they will move here. So the chiefs are coming in their numbers. As we told you, today is dedicated to paramount chiefs who are made up of the Asante Regional House of Chiefs, the National House of Chiefs. All these people are coming, and that is what they are coming to do today. Now we have one of the historians in the Asante Kingdom, Dr. Thomas Ajako Poku, the man with triple PhDs and uncountable diploma certificates. This is because he is well versed in the Asante Kingdom. He has written more than 7 history books of the Asante Kingdom. He is also here, and he is the former executive director of the Otumfuo Osetutu II Foundation. Doc, you're live on GH1.
Yes, and good morning to my listeners.
I mean, today is day 3. The traditional activities have taken off. What are we witnessing today?
We are moving on. As you have already said, this funeral is for the Asantehemaa and it's for all Ashantis. And that is why we are allowing this number of days for this program. As you saw from Monday, Tuesday, and today, Wednesday, all the Manhyias must come every morning, and they also come with their Edigrofo, Abrimpomfo to this funeral. So they are all coming, and we expect that by tomorrow, many people as possible have come to pay their tribute to the Asantehemaa, to say farewell to her before she goes away. And that is what you are seeing today.
Today, apart from we meeting here, what are some of the traditional things that is going on within the palace?
From Monday till today, whatever I've been doing is the same. Different people are coming. But Nananum, you see the same group of people coming. Perhaps those who couldn't come from their hometown, we expect people from all their hometowns and the villages to come and pay their homage to Nana. So what we've seen, we've laid her in state, people will go and pay their homage, and after that they will come and sit here for us to receive visitors who are coming to say farewell to Nana. So my Monday institutions came. Yesterday we saw many of them coming. Today we are expecting more institutions and individuals to come and pay homage to Asantehemaa, not only to Otumfuo.
Doc, with what we are seeing today, that is the funeral. What will be the difference between the main funeral rite and this DOTE YIE?
DOTE YIE is very important. It has its own rituals, and it is tradition demands that we perform all those rituals before we say goodbye. Now we have 2 functions today from Monday. You see we have the park and Nanahema's house. So the difference is that the day we are having the actual funeral, we are not going to have the body line in state again. We'll all concentrate. The clothing will change. The type of cloth people will wear will change. At that time, we'll be able to distinguish between Nananom, ordinary persons, and family members. So we'll be moving from red, pure red and black, and people will be decorated with all the ornaments and the ritual objects that are supposed to be. So we will see Nananom coming in this way, but the concentration will be at one place. And the funeral, again, will be more than one day.
The reason why we have it more than one day is to allow as many people as possible to come and pay their tribute to the Asantehemaa.
So we were told that there's a special dress code. People who are coming here, there were people driving some of them away, that you are not appropriately dressed. Why this?
We have explained that until Asantehemaa is taken to Bremen, she is still our Asantehemaa. And therefore, if you are approaching her, you do the same way. If she were to be alive, you can't go there dressed anyhow. You must dress decently. Sometimes your phone will be taken away from you. Sometimes for only those who wear sandals in front of her will be allowed to do that. And that is exactly what you are reserving. The principle is that as she is now, she is still the Asantehemaa. We don't have any Asantehemaa. And when we are going there, your compartment must be like going to see a living person.
And so, for the Asantes, she's still alive.
Yes, for us, she's still alive.
So when are you going to pronounce her dead?
Until we have sent her to Bremen and performed all the needed rituals, and then that's why we pronounce her dead, gone.
Okay, so after Bremen, that is tomorrow midnight. What is next? When are we going to hear the pronouncement of a new? Is it going to be the 40 days? What is going to happen? The installation process before the final funeral rite is performed.
The pronouncement is not to general public. It is there. They know that they have performed. They have seen her off. After that, then we'll be thinking about who will then succeed. It is only when we've sent her to Bremen that we will discuss the successor. At this stage, it's prohibited. It's an offense. It's against custom to even discuss, because as I've said, she's already with us. She's always with us.
So after that, how would the installation process be like? We understand that people have to file application, then the king will go through and select one. Take us through the process.
The difference between the Ohima and the male stool. Now note that the Ohima stool is not under the Ohene stool. There are two different stools, positions, and each of these have their own rituals. It's a different thing altogether. Now, customary, it must be from the family, the royal family responsible for nomination. And when the king is not there, it is the responsibility of the Ohima to give her somebody else, one of the royals. It's the same way when the Asantehemaa is not there, it is solely the responsibility of the Asantehemaa to nominate one of the royals for us. That's all. We don't put in an application. As a matter of fact, if you are a royal member, traditionally, we don't go and beg for stool. If you go and beg for stool, it means that you are not a royal member. It is the women in the house. They know their children. So they decide that this person should be. If you are sending drinks there, it's not because you want the stool, but you are visiting your grandmom or your mom, and you tell your mom that I am in the room or I'm around, I'm ready. If you want somebody to send, please, you don't beg there. It's just an information to the queen mother or the women in the family that you are available, that's all. But however, they know you already. There's no point even going to tell them, because they know who you are from your infancy. They know whether you can be or not. So it's not that you go to beg as traditionally we've been doing. It's not part of custom.
This is a unique way of selection.
Yes. And the same way from the male side, the female side, the same. He mentions the name. We inform the royal family amongst them. And that is all.
So I am curious to know, because you have written about a book about DOTE YIE, a book that talks about how Asantes bury their royals. Earlier on, I went to the palace, and our list viewers want to know why they were shaving some of the women in the palace. What are you going to use the hair for?
We have a lot of rituals. You see, there's a continuity. And anybody who is part of the royal family, the shaving and other things, it's not for anybody. Those who blood or who lineage is linked, those are linked to the stool, who perform that. It's a sign that they are all one person. And all that, later on, we'll be talking about Abusua, and that will reserve when that happens. But coming back to DOTE YIE, it is one of the tributes. The Ashantis believe that when you die, you go to Asamando. And to be able to qualify to be admitted to Asamando, one of the things that the living must say welfare to you. The ceremony to see you to the Asamando must be complete. If it's not properly done, you may not qualify for Asamando. So we are making sure that everything is observed. Otherwise, the person may not qualify for Asamando. And depends. If you are an ordinary person, not on stool, not in any leadership position, yours is different. If you are at the position of Asantehemaa like that, we expect our Manhyia to come. We expect people from all walks of life to come. So when we see this, we are happy that at least we have honored our part. We've done the actual DOTE YIE to enable Nana to the passage to be very smooth. We are doing all this to ensure that the passage is smooth.
So who qualifies to go to Asamando?
One, not everybody will go to Asamando.
Why? The person is dead. So why does it?
Good life, good morally upright life. One, you must lead a good morally upright life. And whether you live an upright life or not, this funeral is part of it. People are giving testimonies. If you listen to the cry, if you go there, how they are crying, the judges, they actually give the attribute of how the person was. So before you even go there, that has been done. Remember, none are also around watching us. They are listening to us. They are watching what we do. The second one is that if you die, not proper death. When we say proper death, if you commit suicide, you won't go to Asamado. If you commit suicide, you won't go to Asamado. If you live life, for example, you mess up. You mess up, distorting people, extorting money from people, not upright life, you won't go to Asamado. The other one is that you must be seen out of the world properly, like we are doing. So Asamado is not for anybody. We always say that if people start naming their children after you, then you automatically qualify for Asamado.
So that's why. So when the person died and they name persons after person, what has also
alive? When you are alive and people start naming their children after you, you automatically have qualified. Osamampa na etonu bedi. Osamampa na etonu bedi. So if you are not a good ancestor, who name after you?
Now, Doc, let's talk about a year Angasa. This is DOTE YIE royal ones that we are seeing. Now, they have also told us that there are certain things that they will do during 9 hours, for which reason everybody should remain indoor. Doc, why?
In fact, in the past, things were done. I mean, that was the belief. And that was not limited to Ashantis. The Egyptians were doing, if you reach many cultures, the Mesoamericans, they were doing. Things have changed. But for this purpose, I mean, for this particular funeral, we are paying respect to Nana Hema. Ordinary leaders, or even our leaders, when they are coming, approaching a deba, we ask everybody to get up.
Now, Doc, who has the right to follow the body to Bremai or to Bantama? We are talking about, we have a lot of chiefs here. Who and who qualifies to be part of the procession that will lead the body from Manhyia Palace through to Bantama?
Remember, this is an institution. And as you see, as Asantehemaa is moving to go and sit down, you will find that everybody has his own role. We have specific group. Their duty is to accompany chiefs. And one of them is the Sokofo. they do not accompany any burial or anybody to the cemetery or to Bremen except the Asantehemaa or the Asantehemaa. Apart from that, we have the Jersey. Again, as I've said, this funeral is for Asantehemaa, so the structures are there, and they will follow with few other people to Bremen. Indeed, the leader, our leader, must accompany them. The Asantehemaa personally must also be part of the delegation that will send Asantehemaa off to Bremen.
Now we'll go to Bantama. Is it a place where they used to bury the Red Royal from the palace, or it's just a house where you go to perform rituals? Tell me more about that.
In fact, we have 3 such places. The Bemu, we have the Manhyia, and we have Bantama Bemu, as you've said. We have Bremen Bemu, and then we have one Bemu at Edum where the Mekom is. And each of them, we have some of the royals buried there and some of the chief and kings buried there. We have specific places for all of them where we bury them.
Taking the body from Manhyia Palace to Bemu, what are they going to do with the body there?
We may limit our discussion to that. As soon as the body is lifted from here, all the discussion, all description cease. And this is not up to the public. It is those who are responsible. Although I have talked about other things about the funeral, there are a few places which we don't describe. One of them is the Bremen. What happens there is left to Nananum to do.
So we have also heard that when the body arrives in Bremen, usually the Bremen people blocks the road. They block the road, and Otufo has to seek for their permission. And sometimes they have to make demands. He has to fulfill the demands before he's allowed to enter Bremen. Is that the case? And what is the traditional meaning of that?
These and many other rituals. They are the gatekeepers. Of course, if you are entering the house, you need permission. Even your own office, if you are entering your own office, you need the people who will open up for you. Sometimes you have key, but they are keeping the place. And they are prepared preference for the Asantehemaa. So you need to ask them where we should do. And then they will give the permission. So these and many others are performed once they move towards Bremen.
Oh, thank you very much. You have given us a lot of information. Tomorrow that we will do the burial. Of course, we will look at the burial aspects of that. Thank you very much. And that is Dr. Thomas Ajakupoku. He is the medical superintendent of Suntraso Government Hospital. He has given us a lot of history about the Asante Kingdom. He has written a lot of books about the Asante tradition and culture, and also has written extensively about the DOTE YIE, of course, the funeral that we are currently witnessing here in Manhyia Palace. Nana also Memawakwaba. Your friend was saying,
Medinde Nana Kusiabia Otumfo Twafo Hene.
Say, Kasa Otumfo Obi Twafo Hene, then now,
Dodona Ebusa. Na Dodona Suna Eni, Yakato Obi Twafo, Num se Ebia Obi Ocha. And so Santa Memle and Yasana etie. Yakato Obi Twafo Hene, Bafo Boko Adima. The Humado Odima Yera Asantene. Sabebu, Ye Kasa, one of the Asanim. No Kasa, Emana Namina, Ababe Faso, Nayera Sababe Faso, Wadaruma, when you have any Twafo, Ehene.
It's only a Upia or Bramo Cosa.
Sanatia, one of the limited Rabashe, and Sa Amano. And there be a one, say a son do what they are also one domano, Nayako, Wadaruma.
And Sabana Moko.
And then I'm a damn Pama and Yabla Yaqua Yabe. Nina, I a sunny bee. It will be a Twafo and say, you're at Transit. Serbia, I consider another one year, almost on a band to my hand and another account. Umafadia Ayotuntum, and now I any brother, and also a sa and an anum, Serbia, Brisabla, and also Yakoneja, DOTE YIE, Kotokohima, Equi, or down the room.
Then I was another Twafo Hene. So that is the Twafo Hene, and he's explaining to us his role in the Asante Kingdom. And according to him, during the olden days where they used to go for war, whenever they are moving. He is the one who creates the way. And so he's always a leader, creating the way for the warriors to take follow of him, and that is his responsibility here in the Asante Kingdom. And you can still see huge procession of traditional leaders coming into Manhyia Palace for the funeral. And where we are currently is Manhyia Dwabrim, where Manhyia funeral activities take place. Now let me engage this executioner, also known as Obrafo. He's dressed traditionally. We'll find out from him why he's wearing this, and also branded or decorated with the shells of, ammunitions. Your friend was saying?
Your friend Joshua Boating.
No, branding now the Joshua.
Aye.
Santimoni, I say, to Joshua because we're brought for dinner. Okay. It will a branding any day.
Your friend can come.
Your friend can come. It can come. And then why Jumadi Ben Audi?
I did another one so in the buyer. Yes, I buy her. And I ain't even funny kind and auntie. Yes, I be boy, said the Senefata, anything I buy.
No, but so he said, Onona, or yeah, Otum for a higher, or yeah, a Hademano, Okunam, Eurobnam, Edebrano. It's a number by and no one boba and a son who come here and answer a children.
That's her. Why about for Henny? Eti. Yes, no. And now I have come up to 2 for you now. The name of I any of the buy.
Sir, me who's a what dress is a cade and cassa.
Ah, very dear. I black for Juma. As I say, and then yet, my sim will be a bit my yes, or 2 for both for him, dear. One or Quahio. In Mula and or Namu. It's your 2 for both for him, Biano, or to take his eye and Yamano.
But I say, so this gentleman here is executioner. He is a member of the Drobonso Chiefs executioner. And what they do is that they hunt for Asantehemaa. Whenever the Asantehemaa are in the house, they go for hunting and bring him game. And so the shells of cartridges that we saw hanging on his neck means that he is a hunter, and that is brief summary of the conversation I had with him. You two, where are you coming from?
But you are the one before.
Thank you very much. So the Dagomba tribe in Kumasi is also represented. They came with cow and kola nuts that traditionally they have to present to Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei the second. So far as this tradition funeral rite is concerned, and so they have delivered that to the palace, and that is the information I am getting from them. Yes, so that is what is happening here in Manhyia. Huge delegations have started arriving. Ambassadors from the various countries in Ghana have arrived. Chief Justice Paul Mafuboni is also here. He has also taken his seat. The MPP delegation is also seated. A lot of delegations are expected to come. National House of Chiefs delegations are here. The regional House of Chiefs, that is the Asante, they are also here. And the various regional House of Chiefs delegations are also equally coming to sympathize with the Asantehemaa and also pay their last respect to the Asantehemaa who has been laid in state since Monday. So there's a lot of traditional activities going on here in Manhyia Palace. Donors are also here donating to support the funeral. So a lot is going on. A lot is going on. Apart from the funeral, of course, business is also booming. All hotels in the city has also already been booked. A lot of people have booked hotels because a lot of them cannot have a return journey in Kumasi. So hotels are cashing in, restaurants are also cashing in. transport operators, particularly those who are into car high services, are also cashing in, and that is how the Kumasi economy is booming in the city of Kumasi. So that is what is going. Everything is in order. A lot of things are going. Traditional display is currently ongoing here in Manhyia Palace. We are seeing a lot here. This is the Nyonkra group of the Asante Kingdom. These group are based in Manhyia Palace. And so they are singing and dancing to the Adwa, beautiful tune composed. These people, they compose their own songs. I know a lot of them are also coming from Center for National Culture, also known as Cultural Center, where the Asante culture has been documented. Very soon, the Asante the second will be stepping out from the Manhyia Palace, where he will join the funeral ground. So now I am seeing Samanka. When they say Samanka, it's more like a deity that should neutralize every spirit within this palace now. And once you see it, it means that the Asantehemaa is coming. And once the Asantehemaa is coming out, Samanka must come out. And when you see Samanka, it means that every spirit in Manhyia Palace must bow down to the Asantehemaa. And that Samanka has a responsibility to neutralize every evil spirit that will want to foment trouble in today's event. And so very soon we'll see the procession leading the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei the second from the palace to the to where the funeral is officially taking place. Now let me speak to my colleague Sarah Prefo, who is also here with me. Sarah, what have you observed so far?
I should say, I'm so excited. I'm learning a lot. I'm looking around. There's a lot happening, and I'm learning. History is going down right here at Manhyia. Now, I was informed that even before Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei II steps in to sit down, we have Bantamahene, who is his bodyguard. He actually steps out to check if everything is in place before Otumfuo Osei II can set in and then have a seat. And it's something amazing. And if you should look around, I mean, when it comes to, I don't know how we call it in history, but the umbrellas that our chiefs are, walking under.
So the procession you see on the screen is the Manhyia Chief Protocol in the person of Mr. Sahine leading the diplomatic corps to the funeral ground. We have also seen a procession being led by the Northern Regional House of Chiefs. They are also here to pay their last respect to their late Asante Queen and also go and sympathize with the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei II. So the diplomatic corps have started arriving here in Manhyia Palace. Hello. Okay. So Sarah, so you see the Samanka is out. What do you see here is called Samanka. You see some leaves in that bowl. Yes. So it is what neutralized every spirit in this palace that would want to challenge the authority of Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei II in the spiritual realm. And so they have to do that. Now you are seeing the warriors, that is the Abrafo. They are also here, also displaying the Asante culture. Everything that you see here has its meaning. And there are a group of traditional, families that have that perform these rites. And so that is what we are witnessing here right now in Manhyia Palace. It has gotten very interesting. But you see, these are what the comedians will say. This is comedies. You will see the rare action during the final funeral right here. Cassia in Pampaso Edum, then that's why he would declare war on death. And so a lot will happen that day in Kumasi. I'm sure you'll get the opportunity to catch of that.
Yeah.
Yes. And very soon we will also see the Otumfuan Krabufo would also come. They are the ones who usually conjure, magics in the sky. They are able to communicate to the sky when it is about to rain.
Okay.
They speak to the sky. They tell the sky to take hold of the rain and give it time so that they can say, we give us 5 hours, 7 hours. We are doing this. When we finish, then you start, and you should be through to the hours. Once that is said, the skies would observe that. It's so much interest. Last Monday, they were here performing those rituals for people to know that indeed, yes, they have come.
Yeah.
And they were able to control the skies. So that is Asante for you.
Yeah, and interestingly, that happened yesterday and today. I understand that we had some of our fetish perform that rite where it was raining elsewhere, but here at Manhyia Palace, there was no drop of rain. And so it's really fascinating looking at the rituals, looking at the funeral rites, and all the happenings here on ground. So we can see some women doing the chanting, and we have all the various chiefs here to pay their homage, their homages to our king, the Asantehemaa Otumfuo II. So yes, and we can also see the Abrafo performing their rites. And if you hear the sound of firearms, well, it is to indicate and personify the fact that even though death has taken away our queen, Asantehemaa, Nana Ama KONADU III, but also is to indicate to them that we are in battle with death, and that if we should see death physically, we will fight with death. So that is the indication of the firing of the firearms here at Manhyia. And you can see some of our chiefs trooping in, of course, trooping in with the Abrafo, trooping in with chants of songs happening right here at Manhyia. So indeed, a lot of happenings. We are experiencing history, and it's going down. And so if you are out there, this is something to learn about, especially for our younger generations. This is beautiful, this is fascinating, and indeed this is culture. Ashanti culture is really beautiful, and so it has its significance. Everything you see here has its meaning. Everything that is performed here, all the rites, all the funeral rites performed here, has its symbolism and its meaning. So it's not just an act performed, but it comes with a meaning attached to it. So this is the third day of DOTE YIE.
Yes, I can't carry. If the any idea to do Asantehemaa, and into your power, your power of Manhyia, your power of Manhyia, as you will be our Asante rating. What I say, our Asante rating, come on him, or Bema, or he be also a Bema, come on him.
Mobano, me who say any particular cra, I come possession no. I'm not of every as here.
The Paquan Crano, Yana Nanamoa, Yano more cool, yeah. I to travel Muti. You travel Mutino, you travel Mutino, or Muti and a people bomb, or Muti and a people bomb. You conquer the public, you conquer the public, now you conquer Sabio, you come and conquer Musre, the same point in a bomb.
Hey, now Nipa Tiquan crowd, and Sanka, yes, ye, now is a moody Pierre. Teteno, now anybody and find the banner here. Walk na di nkunuma wo konka wo bia wo chi wo bia no answer wo trinity so what I say you chi wo hin bia be chi bia so trinity a say ade ne ba ni ti ba hin fie it is sa tire na mabo anu agu an ya bo anu a ne kwankra no ne bobọ e tire no ayi no ana bobọ it is a ebo ho sa na den na e ka kire mo e ma mo motivation bia na e kire mo den
Emma Omuhu, history no, sir, Kumayi Cha, Yana Nasuma City, where Cha, Yana Nasuma City, what you say, Kumayi, your area, Waba Kosam, a Hubu Kusudaho.
It's Kumau for the Sawuchima Mamati Asia, Santimamuha, Opianua, Obetumi Akase, or no dear, what ten who free Santimamua. Now, I idea be a more Munya Quayamobe.
Oh, Yansu. Young Nani decided, say, Young Kaya Humum, one for nothing, or by a Obiam, a Biam, no, come out Yana, no baby, I Anthony as a chronon Pekumasedan, who bet 2 years at the back, Kumasi Bessie, or no would you and Unti, Anna, my Efra Kumasi, and I come for nothing chronos, I do me or must say, Samaya Sadia, and your chrono funds a chrono and Pekumaseda.
Antina Chronon Bakumaseda. That's a confanoche domain Kumasi. Well,
yes. If you had me, you know, do I know? Yeah, I can hold the bear Kumasino. I hold the bear Kumasino over 2, won't be I know. So I just say, and I'm so, I'm on the bar, sir. Sir,
it's Kumase Chrono or Kumasia, and Chanasa confanoche domain Kumasi.
Then I may come true. They say, over Kumasa, want to baby. Chrono baby and wa chronuni.
Never your phone.
What's it?
Never 2 bottom near your phone.
Sir, never 2 bottom. You baby out there, Munoma. But in Brasiano, so our Hokran knew what, sir. And now, your way I know, and Nanka say Asantehemaa, every man Kumauna would be a Biabami, you know. Our baby, I know. It was a chrono, finds a chrono, dear. And Perkumasida. Some other Bianamus hang your Kumasidia.
Now, to say, yes, I brand in a chum, Koma Woody in a chum. Then a Kuma Umai, Mother Churchill Mukuru, say, they say, young Kwaku Bium. Mumasuana was so then a Kuma for Mother Churchill Mukuru. Oh, you're crony, dear, Sabi, a baby bar, that the other said, you're to the more wire near the church. And a Kuma also, you once I say. Na man so beto and I create you but Sabio suffer to work with your body. Well, we will Kuma, you will see car, buy no grass album. You know, I say, that's the one of the educationers from the Kumau traditional area that led the possession of the Kumau mine, very much Rebua Kodia, who has also arrived here in Manhyia Palace to sympathize with the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei II, and also pay his last respect to the Asante Queen Nana KONADU YIADOM III. And one interesting thing that he told me during this conversation is that their name Kumase and Kumau, Konfanoche, the revered Asante priest, planted 2 trees, one in Kumase and one in Kumau. And he told them that where the one that survived will be named as Kumase, and the one that will die would also be named as Kumau. But in the night, the Kumasi people went to Kumau to go and steal their tree because theirs died. And so Konfanoche, upon knowing that, cursed Kumasi and said that Kumasi would not be free from stealing. And that is why in Kumasi, when you go out, they pick your pockets. And that is the history behind this. So it's the first time I'm hearing this particular history from the Kumau people who are here in their numbers to also, mourn with the Asantehemaa so far as this particular funeral is concerned. We'll try and engage other group of people. I have seen that they are carrying something white when supposed to be a deity. Let me engage them and find out what this particular deity that they are carrying means. And if you ekuta papai asuni there.
A friend of Banso.
Yes. So now, Berima Chenebua Kodia de Kumauhine is being led by what they describe as Obosum, that is deity. It is branded white, and someone is carrying it. I don't know, the Esono. Most of your friend is Sampachochina.
Your friend is Banso.
Banso.
Banso. Kumanya Brafo Bosum.
Okay.
Ebo kumohe ho ban. Every ahonhon boni e be so le tie kumohe no. Ebo ne ho ban. Every that there no.
Samubai, say honhon bi wo ha. Sa bosom na e fra de banso no. Edi na nim ni tase. O ye safe.
Ai, ebo ne ho ban. Ebra honhon boni nyina ase. Eti hukutani boni na ase wo de beba. Be ma tribu akodua ho a. Ebo ni tugu. Witimi fa say ni ne ma ne ho e di boni.
Na sa kuma ufo de atasa mo ben pa. Na Asantehemaa mu ha. Dwumadie be na mudi. E de ma Asantehemaa.
Asantehemaa, ye ka Asantehemaa ben kuma hin ni kuma ohin. Ebra Asantehemaa kwa akon no, ye ni dangerafo akon no. Se tribu akodua ansori anfaniti ani akire ma akasantifo nke bedi nkuguo. Eti tribu akodua e na gina ho ma Asantehemaa. Odi ni tiji ewuo ma Asantehemaa pepa Asantehemaa musuo nyina gu dangerafo so.
Thank you very much. So there is another deity arriving. That is the deity for Nana Tapamai, who is also coming in here with his group. A very beautiful procession. Very beautiful procession being led by the Asante Tapamai and the Queen Mother of Tepa. Beautiful dress in white. What this means is that they always have to look unique. And so we'll speak to some of the shamans, then they will give us explanation to why Tapahene is always dressed in white. Nana, let's speak to Tapamahene himself, who is the paramount chief of Tepa. Nana, Sesi Adababia, what ya sa ofa woa wa bia for adentra.
This Rukubia, Yedima, Asantehemaa, and Asantehemaa.
If you need your hand,
I don't come up to
by Mausa, Yamura, Achachere, Adibi home, I say, and also Edidia Juma.
Yes, every year, Najapa, Samra, and I said,
so that is the paramount chief of Tepa, Na Adu Achewa Ampim. Who is one of the spiritual leaders of Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II. And anytime he appears in Manhyia Palace, he has to appear in a unique way. What it means is that he has to dress in white color or in a different color. So today Manhyia Asantehemaa is mourning, but he alone is branded in white cloth, which means that he plays special role in Asante Kingdom, and therefore he always have to look unique. In one of his uniquenesses is that he is a caretaker of one of the Asante most powerful deities, and so that deity is known as the Papanie. That is what they have branded white, and so he's the caretaker of the Bania deity, and that is what is leading him in the procession. And so when he goes there, he will go and show into Asantehemaa that deity, that is the Bania deity, is very safe in his hand. And so in any of his appearance, it's more like he has found to the Asantehemaa that any of his properties that he has entrusted in his care is intact and nothing has happened to him. That is what the Tapamahene is currently exhibiting here in Manhyia Palace. We are going to see a lot of things. We are going to witness a lot of things. I mean, the numbers today is very massive. I don't know what tomorrow will be like, how it will look like. But I mean, today we are seeing different things here. Different display of tradition and culture. A lot of deities are coming here. There are people from Togo. They are also here displaying, exhibiting their traditional powers. And Manhyia is full to capacity at the moment. The security people are having tough time in managing the crowd there because everybody wants to have a feel of what is happening in there. It's not easy in Manhyia as we speak. We are witnessing a lot. We are witnessing a lot of traditional activities here. Executioners from various tribes are here. Executioners from various divisions are also here. Let me also remind you that earlier on we spoke to Dr. Thomas Ejakupoku, one of the historians in the Manhyia Palace. We also spoke to resident historian in Manhyia Palace in the person of teacher Safo Kantanka and many others. A lot is happening very soon. Otumfo Osetutu will move out from the palace to take his seat, and we will see a lot of display there. That is Manhyia now. Huge crowd here. Various types of tradition are being displayed here. So that is the Tepamanhyia who is currently going. The Tepamanhyia and the Queen Mother. The white deity that you saw there is the Tepamanhyia. It is one of the deities of Asantehemaa that he has entrusted in the care of Tepamanhyia, Nana Adusa Ashrewa Ampim. And that is what he is currently keeping. So in today's event, he will go and greet Otumfo and show to him that yes, the deity is intact. Nothing has happened to it. And that is one way of accounting to Asantehemaa some of the things that he has entrusted in his care that he's keeping for him. And that is Tepamanhyia. SB, what are you witnessing so far?
Well, I just heard you talking about one chief in white clad, and I was wondering as to the reason why many chiefs are in black, but he, in exception, is in white. And I heard you talking about the reasons as to why we see him in white. I'm just witnessing a lot of Ashanti culture, and like I said earlier, it's really fascinating as I'm learning that we have different chiefs who are paying homage to our Ashanti king, which is Otumfo Osei the second, and each have a role to play when they come in to pay homage to the king.
Yes, each of them has a role that he plays. As I told you, I first spoke to the executioner from Drobonso, and he made it clear Drobonso they hunt for Asantehemaa. So when it comes like that, they have to dress like hunters who have come to hunt, and that is their responsibility in Asante Kingdom. Then you go to Goso in a region. The Goso Manhyia is Abetrafohene. He is the one who works as the one chapper for Asantehemaa. So whenever Asantehemaa needs palm wine,
he's the one to pour.
So now we have a town in Kumasi also known as Makro. You say Swami Makro.
Yeah.
So in Makro, what they do in Makro is that Makro is a Makro.
Oh, I see.
A Makro. In the Asante Kingdom or in Asante. That is what beautiful ladies wear or women wear. So back then, when the king wants to change, they want to change.
I get where
energy, where I'm coming from.
I get where you're
going.
They
have to go to Mark room to go and select one from there.
I see.
And bring it to her to the king. And so that name of the town, which has now changed slightly.
Yeah.
Traditionally, it is called a
Makro. I see.
That is where beautiful women and ladies were back then. And so in this town, in this kingdom, or in this city of Kumasi, every town plays a specific traditional role in the kingdom. For example, where the queen will be buried, that is Bremai. The last war that the Asantehemaa fought. After that, he said, my prayer and my memory.
Okay.
So the meaning of Bremai is my prayer and my memory. And don't forget that the people in Bremen are warriors.
Yeah.
Back then, when they go for war, and they are winning, what they do usually is that they go to keep the people in Bremen and that is where they keep them. Now we have the veteran actor, Ajako. Ajako is here. Ajako is all the pay homage. Ajako our all the pay homage. Ajako is also here, and I mean the crowd is all around him. The crowd is all around him. Everybody wants to have a picture with him. Everyone wants to speak to him, and that is the man Ajako himself who is here. Aja,
enye kotoko hene nko ana anani abre yeni abre na yabre wada mpamu a asante kotoko adehye ekohwe nani achi ni akope baby di abre wa kono esesi yenyina bebo ye wura chi dom fisani ntini yeti baby na yebejam no na yehye ne nkuna ase de aka wonanim na doso onyame mwa no no ma na pomuden no ma no kwatenten ni nyansa a the better in Asantehemaa ama bi atra ko Ghana afana nyina enti metina fie ne ya emwa na agya yeduma ye ni akodi baabi katra enen yesi da bi ebetu mirika tenten ya ba ya be chia kotoko hene na de wo bia no Asantehemaa ne woko ne baabi me kan sase ye ba na agudie mu a media wase na ni kunu ne me eti me kai mere bi a me yesi ni wi a no ame ya be frɛ me kɔ ne fie ne akɔtena ne ho ne edi nkɔma no akyerɛkyerɛ sini ne mu ano asere a na ye be kan sɛ bibia mu no odoma nkuma wuo de wuye ne bibia enye yi ana de a ɔba ade ahyehye so no ayɛ den wa hyehye ye nim sɛ nkyiri no ana yesu ebehwe bibi papa ni yesu afiri no ho sɛ de na na de buo odo nipa otwe nipa ba no ho ni yesu na da atempanyi ni ho a yetimi.
Thank you very much. So that is Ajako, one of the veteran movie actors that this country have, and he is here to also pay his last respect to the Asante Queen. And what he's telling us is that the Queen used to invite him to the palace, where anytime he comes with a new movie, he will invite him to come. They will watch the movie together. He will share with the Queen. Then the Queen will laugh and bless him. So for him, he has lost a mother, and he believes that what God has for Ghana is what he has done. So that is it. So at the moment, that is what is happening now. Let me try and see if I can get Ajako back for us to wrap up our conversation. But of course, the crowd here is very all over. People love him, and people are having a lot of conversation with him. Aja, na yedi nkomodo. O ka bibi say na Asantehemaa eta invite o ama wo ba fie na wo na be hwe movie na mu nyina masere aja mbacho gina ye kaka na wo no asere na wo no ayonkofa na etese meka Asantehemaa okwa akura ni
mabrantie bi a wanya kwan akoduru eye jamamam aye fa na elik no yesini na ono de ofira himfie ha na onyema so onya no ba bi konei me de no ofira me se mikunu osi ni kunu ni minti se yesini bi na se na ni je ho a sa brere na wati kunu from wode ko ba bi ana na akwasi agemate na chi ho na ma me ya be frɛ me na me ko ye bo nkoma me ma ne siri bia na ega masori abafia ba beda ntia yade a na wopema sempa woni me pa na abani se yade be kan se obo ade no ankasa empe ne na bia papa nyede ema ye na mom ye mfa mpaibo enta wopem so achi na nyame ma na pomuden eni tu mi ni nyansa ne akukoduro na onfa mu Asantehemaa na bi ntire nko Ghana man nyina
no mo se obi na asama na kai da baby a wode abo ntuma se wode be nante ai ya asama
de no ataka chemian se wa yade so ama Asantehemaa sere Why are there so Magana mine and Nijiaba Cream? Now the obey be as one pennies ababo about so why are there no? Never even saw body soon in free so I said, you're better than assassin. No, I children was so. None your best son, so no, as an 8 minutes, Meduma may any day. Gun and India Bedia dances, who fear to Meduma dear, and who take a ball minus.
Thank you very much. So, that is Ajaku, a long-time friend of the Asantehemaa, the late Nana KONADU YIADOM. And what he told us is that the Queen used to invite him to his palace, even not before she became the Asante Queen. Anytime he releases new movie, she will invite him to come home. Then they will watch the movie together. They will share the jokes together before they will go out. And so for him, he has really lost a mother who would always invite him home and, advise him. But one thing that is a message that he always walked with, the Queen told him that Ajako, you have really done well for Asantehemaa and Ghana because you are the one who entertained the entire nation. And that alone gives him comfort. That alone encourages him that he has really worked for Ghana. And so that is Ajako for you. Sarah, you are still monitoring and watching what is going on here.
Exactly. Actually, I saw some women chanting and holding something that I'm told is called Tani. Tani. Yeah.
That is what, the Pawan tappers, early in the morning, when they go to where they do the stirring of the alcohol, they use that to heat it before they cut the surface, before the palm wine will start coming from.
Yeah.
Back then when the Asantes are going for war, they use it as light because there was no
light around.
So when they light it, it directs them. They see the road.
Yeah.
And so that is what they are using. So I've already told you that what we are witnessing here is part of the war. And the possession you are also seeing is part of war formula.
Okay.
Strategy. How they design their movement.
Yeah.
How they are moving. And so that is the possession you see. So they are still in war. But you see the real war when the final funeral rites start. That is when the king will wear the Batakarikasi and you will see all sorts of war display.
Okay, and the chanting that goes along with the women holding it. I'm curious to know what role the women has to play since we are talking about war.
We will soon engage them. I want them to give us the briefing because I don't have all the details.
Yeah.
I'm able to tell you that it serves as light for them. But every group of people you see here, each one has a traditional responsibility that it plays in this particular palace. And so very soon they will come and say during the final funeral rite, that is where they will intentionally give us the briefing of all the things that we see here in Manhyia Palace. So you are going to see a lot. You're going to witness a lot. You're going to, hear a lot.
Okay. Now I'm actually looking around. I'm seeing lots of stuff. Now I saw a different some men were clad in something like a wrapper with no tops on, so showing skin at the top, and they had black color on their skins. Now I was told that these were the Abrafo, who has a role to play, especially since everything that we do here, most of them signify, having a battle, be on the war front. And so these Abrafo actually are in that black color on their skins to, in a way, hide from their enemies, especially when they are on the war front, so the enemies will not see them as humans. And so that was something new I got to learn when I saw them dress a bit differently from the others.
I remember there was a time I went to my mother, I'm also a royal.
Yeah.
When we entered into the palace, my grandfather was stepping out, so the executioners, the Abrafo, were dressing, and that place, that was where I saw a cloth called Tontara. It's a smoke. And it was a small one, even a 6 months toddler. Even it's bigger for a 6 month, it's small for a 6 month toddler to wear it. In front of me, they perform some ritual, and it became large.
Really?
And they gave them gun and they moved. And they started using that black powder on their face. And my mother told me that back then, his uncle, when they were going out for one of the Asantehemea's funeral, when they finished dressing and he used the powder on the face, he beheaded the mother. He beheaded the mother.
Yeah.
When you use it in your face, the spirits enter you and you see every woman as animal. And so that's why in the night, when they are going to do the burial,
yeah,
they always make sure that no one cross them. That's why they are saying that everybody should remain indoor, because once they go through that rite and they hit the streets, anything can happen.
Yeah.
If anyone. So there are meaning and reasons to why they are telling people that remain indoor, because now we are in a different era. Human rights. You cannot sacrifice anyone. You cannot kill anyone because you're saying that you are possessed by any spirit.
Yeah.
And so everybody must observe that directive. Remain indoor. Now we understand that Yana delegation is also here. Let me engage these people. They are back. They are all from the northern region. They are the Yana delegation.
Kindly come close.
They are bringing these items to the Asantehemaa.
It's just cloth as custom and tradition demands. If a prominent person like Manhyia herself died, traditionally, when you are going to bury that person, a prominent person like Yana, he cannot just send a delegation without adding the items that are going to be used for the burial. So this mat is what traditional, what they put down for the dead person to lie on, and this is the cloth that they used to cover the dead person. As people have did theirs, Yana also have the right to do his, because he's his mother. So that's why they brought this cloth with this mat for her to put on that. Again, as we all know, if a person died like this, many people don't have the appetite for food. So traditionally, collar is what is with them when the person cannot eat food, but he will try and doing something with the collar just to make him having taste of something.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
We'll be back now.
Thank you so much.
You know, these are the people who actually conjure magics for the rains to stop. Very soon we will speak to them, and they also let us know their role in the Asante Kingdom. They call them Usumankwa Nkramufuo. And so those people, when we finish, we will speak to them. They will explain to us the role that they play in the Asante Kingdom.
Yeah.
If you have seen the GH1 footage that we posted yesterday on our social media platform, these were the people who were chanting and speaking to the skies for the rains to stop. So they are here. We will speak to them soon for them to take us through
exactly
their traditional responsibilities in the Asante Kingdom.
And did you see the objects they used to perform these acts? I mean, I was surprised because I in person had to step out, and outside Manhyia it was raining, but here in Manhyia Palace it wasn't. So it's something that they performed and it went. They did it yesterday and today they did it. So surely we will engage them and then we get to know how they went about that.
Yes, that is not the only thing that they also neutralize the environment. Whenever they sense any danger, they neutralize the environment. And so you see how they have dressed. They would actually be here speaking to the spirits. In the morning they will comb around. They will comb around the palace. Even when they speak to the sky, when you see the clouds forming, they speak to them and you see that they have settled into a different color. That's white, all white, meaning that they've been able to speak to the sky and the sky has settled. There's not going to be any rain. And so these are their responsibilities in the palace. That's what they do. They neutralize the environment and make sure that everything is in order spiritually. Nothing bad happens in Manhyia Palace. No spirits come here to overcome the Asante Kingdom.
Yeah, so I'm talking about the Sumankwa Hine. I know that yesterday and the day after yesterday we saw some of the fetish priests who also came by and did a lot of rituals. They performed a lot of acts, and I mean they did a lot. And
yes.
so today
we
have Sumankwa Hine with us. We'll be speaking with them, and then they'll get to tell us a lot about it.
These are the people who provide spiritual protection for the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Before Otumfuo appear in states like this, they first have to come, neutralize the environment, make sure that no spiritual activities takes effect here. No spirit try to, overcome the spirit of Asante. They make sure that they block every evil spirit here.
Yeah.
And they are able to speak to the skies to control whenever it wants to rain. And so these are their traditional responsibilities. Opayini, me pancho, your friend was saying.
Mede Faruq Alhaji Isa.
Yes. And now you can't Santimamuha. Jumadia Pain and Woodima Santehene.
Yo, Meda Atiefu Asi. Mada Afenyo so ase. Ya ko Otumfuo kra mu a, ya was manko afekum. Adwuma asmanko ayi di no, eno ana Otumfuo kra mu so odima Santehene. Dia on na ye ne bosom hene, ana ye so ye ne kra mu hene.
Say enra ye ba ye na ye hunu se mo chante mu ko gina eha na mo move ko gina ha na mo move ko gina den na mo ye wo wiem mo ti asa so mo ni wiem kasa
Eya no kra ya ye bida. Nyanne ya ye bida. Ne mom de esi ye ne anim se beba. Min twa toro nkyere atiefo ne awefo. Ya breki ya ka toro mo se ensuo na no pa de ebe breki ne mom anwumre ebe ewe. Ye to ne ese ewura kra no. De adu no ko sori. Ba ye wura so se bi on ne wa aduro. Ye de ni aduro ye ni ya wura ho. Owie no wo che ho. Ye be hu ani se ensuo na ye de. Aje mu.
na no na nsuo ne pese to mo kasa na adwa ebra suwati hene ne ba ya no na nsuo pese to na mapie na ma ya ne ma na nsuo no ate dan na ya na mo ye
sabi ya de nkramofo ekuta Quran yesire nyame a papa no waje papa wanye Yankopon de do pe no ye na Yankopon so ne tibira
before say ya ne mo ko brekum mo pie brekum kromo ho mucha kro no hia run about ho na mo to nsangu na mo kasa se aise nsuo na mo de pete form enra ye ba ye hu se na mo ko ha na ohene pia na mo di animu na ne ma ekoso sa ne ma na mo ye na e kire den na ya na mo pesa mo kire
we de ba bi o ye mistake ya de ansan kan ye
okay
e wa de me yi wona fi
okay de ekuta na nyansa
aye Quran
okay
Quran no ne de kire egu ade so ye di kire gu ade so ye wi aya hohoro
okay
na na ye tu bi ye so
nyansa
nyansa ti no na ye de bompa ye sa ade bi aye pe bia no ya kire ho akwan aye fa so aye benya ete mu se ye ya Quran ne de pesa ade
ete no no na de na mo pe
eno ane ye sire nyame se Nyankopon ma dwumade ye di no Nyankopon ma asumdue yanko wie na kese boni bia nsi ye ensuo ne de sabi obi wo ho a owu a obi ane de otwere no obi twere danchem sabi ntina mse adu nyina wo santen no nti no ayeso ye fa chi ya se ya awogo ni nyina ba ba chi ya no na obi ahu so wa chi ya no ba ye wa nya na nchi ya no pass Nyankopon tie Bible adwuma owie bibia asa na nsuo no
okay
amamre kwan so mo boss Asantehemaa ho ban
ya bo no ho ban
eti abambo ben sa na mo de ma no
ye di kan ne doctor na mka kire wo no ye ne doctor ana sabia so firi na sa kwa mepe so okọ Asantefo ko obi a no na ohene kra mo ka ho
eti mo ne suma kwa hene ayonkofa ben na da mo ne suma kwa hene ntam
wa de mintimi nkire wo ne nko fa asa ne mo ye abusia ba ko
ya da wase
so
before say I kebe jama mama kono me are interested e wo ma ho fama no ho atare amafade atare a ehye ene ni ekramo no e won trasie bi ana
ya ne kura we ye kuta mi ta me pe we ho fe am pe we metimi di akekere
ye kra we se me ho ya obetimi di akekere
sa we oba sima ba me yesa na enye wakoma so amaye bone
I see. So, interestingly, what he's saying is what he is holding in his hands. If he is interested in me, he can actually use that on me, and I will agree. I have no say. I will agree with that. And Ebana Ataria and Nashona who say Bibi black people boom. And also as a tribal woman.
Bibi black people boom in the and you can't be atete. A beer would you make
A grand verse no any year near the
I see. Sonia Kasai, thank you so much. So you heard us talking with him, and interestingly, I mean, I'm actually amused right now, getting to find out that what he's holding in his hands actually has some kind of power to make me understand if he's interested in me.
But you look nice. So
oh yeah.
Of course, you must express interest. No, you will soon
amazing.
become the deity wife. That sounds good. So you will soon be the Otu for Kramo.
Oh, but that's interesting anyways. Yeah. That's very interesting. And I mean, I'm seeing a lot of things around right now. And I mean, a lot is happening. If you should see around, a lot is happening, and we need explanation as to what roles are being played and its significance.
Yes, okay.
Exactly.
So as we already know, when Otumfuo is moving like this, he moves with the various what they call feku.
Okay.
Different groups of people, and every group plays traditional role in Manhyia Palace. And so when he's moving, there are divisional chiefs that moves with him. And that is why within Kumasi, there is no Omayene.
Yeah.
In Kumasi, there is no Omayene. But there are divisional chiefs. There are Abrempons.
Okay.
There are chiefs who do not have specific town where they control. Okay?
Yeah.
Because of their responsibility in Manhyia. But Otumfuo assigned them responsibility to be taking care of towns for them. So there are towns who say, Ahaya or Hene Yidikuru or Hene Wene Shasomano. So some of the chiefs are caretakers. They are not chiefs. They are caretakers. And so that's what is going. Now, take us through what you're observing here.
Okay, so it's still happening on grounds here at Manhyia Palace. It's the third day of DOTE YIE of our Asantehemaa Nana Ama KONADU III. And as you can see, we have a lot of people clad in black. But if you see people clad in different attires, you should know that they have some special roles to play. We've already spoken with a lot of them, and they've given us some of the meanings and significance as to why they are clad differently. And some are holding some different objects that you may question if you see them holding, but it also has a meaning, and they have their reasons as to why they are holding such objects. So a lot is happening right here. We are learning history, and Ashanti history to be precise. We are experiencing cultural values and that of the Ashantis, which is really fascinating and unique. So Ike.
Yes, a lot is happening. I'm seeing a lot, but even inside where the Queen Mother is, you're seeing a lot of things going on there.
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday we saw so many things happen in the palace, but on the Monday, of course, that is where, I mean, we witnessed beautiful display by the fetish priest. And that was the first time in my life I have seen a fetish priest who is just 8 years old.
Wow.
And that person had the opportunity to go greet the Otumfuo, pray for him, and he used their powder on him to pledge his commitment to him and pledge to him that he will be strong and will reign long on the Asante throne. So, I mean, we've seen a lot. Of course, a lot is also going on.
Exactly.
Indoor, of which the media or the public is not supposed to, know what is going on. And so if you recall, the two renowned historians that we spoke to refused to tell us some of the things that they have to tell us.
Yeah.
When they are saying that what you need to know, you will know. What you need not to know, you will not know. And that they are not bending any of their tradition so far as this funeral is concerned. And any tradition that they have to do, they will do. Any tradition that they have to perform for the late queen before burial, they will do.
Amazing. Getting that now.
I won't tell you what they will do.
I think that is supposed to be hidden. Like we spoke about those persons who are saying that not all infos or information are supposed to be made known to the public. Some are supposed to be a secret and only the king and some of his associates are supposed to know what exactly will be happening indoors. But we did talk about Thursday where no one should step outside when the burial is ongoing. And we will walk through how it will be done. First stop will be at Bantama, and then it will lead all the way to Bremen. Now there is a notion that no individual soul, not a single soul, is supposed to step out. Is it so? I ask because we've had a lot of people who are thinking that from morning up to evening, you are not supposed to step out. But I know that we have some guidelines as to how it should be done.
That's not correct, because according to the funeral planning committee, what they are telling us is that yes, on Thursday, that is tomorrow, everybody should remain indoor. But everybody remaining indoor, that starts from 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Because the body will not move exactly at 7. That body will move from Manhyia Palace after 7 p.m. And so they are expecting that by 8, everyone should be indoor. Then the procession will even take place. But even before the body will move, the executioners will make sure that the route that they will use, no one is there.
I see.
When the late Asantehemaa, Nana Afia-Kubi was going to be buried, I spent some hours covering it. So at 9:30 p.m., I was still at Bantama, where the Bantama procession came out, where they came to sit in front of the Kofanoche roundabout opposite Kofanoche Teaching Hospital, waiting for the arrival of the body. The executioners, the Abrafo, were also on the streets, driving people away, informing people that go and sleep, go indoor. They won't just move and say we are going. No, they don't want to see anybody. Not everybody have heard this announcement. And so before the body move, they make sure that everyone is out of the place.
Yeah.
So they clear the road. So for example, Swame, the Anomanje Abrafo will come out. They will be operating from Swame roundabout through to Makru. Makru Abrafo would also be operating from Makru through to Bremai Junction. And also Answer Junction. Which is the route they'll be using to bury our Queen Mother. Then the Bremai people will also take over from them. So the executioners would also make sure that the road is safe. No one is there. And that's why they are saying that, look, remain indoor. Because when the executioners step out in the night, your security cannot be guaranteed when they see you, because they are possessed. Yeah. They are possessed. Okay. And you can be seen as Akoko. You can be seen as Ojai. You can be seen as Aponche. So please, if you don't want to be seen as Aponche, Ojai or Akoko, please stay indoor, because they will be possessed. All right. Yes. So this is one of the caution, and everybody must respect. Of course, in the Ashanti region, 1 or 2 people speak. It is fine now, and we don't think that anybody would disrespect the directive coming from Manhyia. Yeah. So far as this barrier is concerned. All right, that's amazing to know. Please pay heed to whatever guidelines and information has been given out, especially to people who are staying around the routes that will be used to bury our Queen Mother, Asantehemaa Nana Ama KONADU III. That is something you should pay heed to. I know definitely we have someone who is very stubborn, who will not pay heed to some of these information and guidelines given out. So please. Yes, so let me speak to my senior colleague. He works with the Lawson TV. All right. And of course, he's a journalist. He has covered a number of Asante funerals. He understands the Asante culture as well. The two of us are journalists. We are here covering this event. The last one we were here, we saw what was going on. Today, are you seeing something unique that you have not seen before? So far as your journalism activity is concerned, going around, coming to Manhyia, covering events. Are you seeing something different today?
Senior Tiaronza and Penisi Sabi Nipada when you saw the Nanya Daidu Krumja. We atosum prenu about Asantehemaa, according summer chili, and now call a cratchy, and now what one anom seado, and now quakra. Na Bakuna di Kaino. Nana Fio Cobidian, and I'm saying Ebinsi Danti. Samidia no toto, where Usania Binia Penny Ebizamia. Nana Fio Cobidiano. Na e was so pa HW. If Zanona who be darinti. Na Cobas and Fium Watche and Fium Crontami. Yasan who for and said that was a debia, O Yana at what was na and said that young one will be a. It is the way no air to told dia. Your GDS say, Nana Fio Cobidiano was so patchy away.
So, share a year now, all who are ever and a choir, or one who first, and any amount, and this one. And also, who was also maybe a woman, Erica, and a talk back on home.
Only said, an educated Sunny Obsia and Tessa Nana Fio Cobidiano, Nana Fio Cobidian dear. Omu tubo ema debia obi a opebia na osoba sese nsu ya nhye se bia na prison formula and the screen service mra and the way mra eti ama yehu ni se ase sa chiche mu nti ama ntamo de da okakra na first na obi atimi ba bi tira na fe ko bi de de akura na wunya enan na de asi but we no aye kama em mistakes bia e ba wo men kasa na nanu be from so na so dwumadie bia wo ya from so kakra to be ba ho enti na nanu ma siesia ma we no aye kra behwe aye kama pa we aye boko asai fefefe.
So what he's telling us is that yes, in 8 years ago, one day Asantehemaa Nana Afenyo-Markin passed on. A lot of people came in Manhyia because they have not witnessed the funeral of Asantehemaa before. For the past 50 years, you know, she reigned for many years. And so observing traditional burial rite of Asantehemaa, majority of the people had not have a glimpse of that. So a lot of people came in here. And the arrangement was a bit confusing. But if you look at this one, it is well structured. Security people are on top of their duties here. And so he is commending the planning committee of this particular DOTE YIE for proper organizing this event. And that is what he's telling us here. Of course, the Anglo people are also here performing their tradition. They are moving around. And a lot of people are here also monitoring what is going on here, catching a glimpse of what is going on here. And I mean, tourism is boosting. I spoke to the Hoteliers Association a while ago, and they are telling me that their members are satisfied with the market.
Yeah.
A lot of people have booked hotels.
Yeah.
And so cash, the Kumasi economy has seen cash. The Kumasi economy is cashing in. It's cashing in, and they are excited. Of course, it is not their wish that next time there should be another funeral. But this funeral has also come at the right time because they are making money from what is going on.
Yes, and so it's amazing that it's not just about the funeral rites, but it's also about boosting the economy, especially when it comes to this part of Kumasi. Definitely, we are witnessing a lot of stuff. I just saw someone clad in a different costume who just passed by, and we are seeing a lot of things. And I'm also hearing our women chanting in songs. I'm hearing our women chanting in songs. I mean, songs that signifies that indeed we are in battle with death. Indeed, death has taken something very valuable. And yes, still life here at Manhyia. live on GH1 TV. There's a lot happening around us. All right, so as you can see, we still have our chiefs in line, and each umbrella signifies their power. Each umbrella signifies the kingdom. Each umbrella signifies the chieftaincy. And so, as you see our kings and our chiefs in line to pay homage to Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei Tutu III. So you can see some of these umbrella in black, some in red with symbols. Like I said, each has its meanings and significance in the Asante Kingdom.
Yes,
and each of these chiefs have different roles to play in the Asante Kingdom. So this is a very beautiful cultural practice that is ongoing right here. This is a very beautiful Ashanti culture. Life here on grounds at Manhyia. Please, I would like to know your name, and then I would definitely like to know your presence here on grounds. But some who need power here. Now me who the entra waba Manhyia Palace. Yan Asantehemaa eye na se.
Lacha friend we are fair kente. Yeah asomfo me oyokohene ahenkwa.
Okay, and as ohene ahenkwa ya adwumedie ben na mudi ma ohene.
Yeah asomfo ye ne asomfo ye som ohene. So obi di ade ba e be che ohene a wo se ye ne yesesako. Na ye rese yes I security for. So titina na security e ma ye no ye ne ana yes I asomfo ye anti yes aboban. Ni nyina yes I adwuma no so kan.
Okay, auntie, and then I want Asantehemaa eye yase meaning say Nana Hema Mame eye Efiakobi the second of Frimukoye ni 8 years more any and ye Nana Asantehemaa Nana ama KONADU also me and Sanso Efrimo. I mean say Ebano Mojuma Mudi ewa hifie heya sum and amuba sum ya Asantehemaa especially what eye yase. I want to know, have you seen anything different compared to Nyesi or Yanana Nana Efiakobi, Ayenase, and Yakasaya Nana Ama KONADU Ayase?
Oh, and a great difference, the difference. So if you end up crown, say I start saying anything, they're tossing me and son. And I say, Domino a different crowd, and I say, Domino a different. Nipa Hapa, Nipa. And I said, first. Na yes I am man for slow by no ya man for say ya mam rani amane ne down na dinti bra na be habi na sua so no enu ntina ama na say anade na different no.
Okay, better was on here kasaye. So you heard us speaking with a servant of Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. And what they basically do is they assist the king, especially if someone brings in presents for the king, they are the one to pick it up, and they also at times help with a bit of security when it comes to them securing our king, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. And again, I also asked him if he have seen some difference when it comes to the funeral rites of our late Asantehemaa Nana Efiakobi II and that of Nana Ama KONADU III. And he's saying that yes, there has been a big difference because, I mean, now you can see everyone trooping in to witness the Ashanti culture as compared to first when there was fear instilled in the youth and people who would want to come witness this. So thank you so much for speaking with us. We are still live on grounds and we are having conversations on the happenings at the DOTE YIE of Asantehemaa Nana Ama KONADU III. I have here with me a chief and Nana Ambrasia, so I will want to know your name.
Ujna Manhyia
so asante ne asante. Eti broni kasa no fa chunse kakransa.
Okay, so what you saw right here, what you saw right here is actually some of the rituals and the rites performed here at Manhyia Palace. And so, when they are in action, you dare not interfere them. When they are in action, you dare not interfere them. And so that was exactly what you witnessed here. It's life here at Manhyia, and everything that happens here has a reason. And Tinana, what's your Mariah Kasayadium? And you know, Afe Yambra Kasa Munia Kasalam Pacho, what are my better with Chica Cradia Mayan?
Yo, Mama, at here for Ashena, Onya be at here or Manhyia Fikasium. Nana assume and crying. Kasatania, Odikai. Oka Sante Casa, Na Sante Casa and Yanukra. Otufo say to this year about one before. Bachelor one more who said Casa na all cano. And yes, Sanatia was Santia. Tisobi Samia, Midinde, Nana assume and cry, Kasatina, Odikai.
Amazing. Entinana, Senya, Utimi, extra obi, Yankasai, Nakasa Okan say any Musa, Utimi, extra no Senya was so sikano. And Pempi, Yenya, Uncofobe Bras, as Asantehemaa, Eba him fie, ever has Senya near my SCT wa him fie. Ebiba. One Kasaye, 1 year, Toda, Essence, 1 name Asante, Amamreni Bintino. What's me am from some one day, dear. It's not Sabanasa. Wakaye Nipa, what treachery. Now, Utimi, Emma Obi, send your oyano, sir, and yes, sir. And I know so Obi, ever said of free abontira, Manhyia Fidjama, Fidikasi, I fear her. A day in a day, and I was say, oh, send your baya on fan who uncle to us.
Didn't I say? And then now KONADU YIADOM, DOTE YIE, yes, I said to other. Now she said, no, but fear if you can see more. At idea, I am fata, sell the baha, which men yamani. Asa and Sessa was son. Yawa Sebiwa, aha, and some fun reable, who bet me the yamani. Said you obey your SCSC. And also, so you bet me up if you are. Yeah, Cassie soon said, I am man saying na a few Ghana, and your man be a few in her. To oh, bar, baby, I'm penning see any dear one. Nowadays, at all. She said, oh, bah, now baby, be our heart. Sunny may be my bosso, and it actually Tituni said yet. Obey any ma, Enfitia, and Fata, what I say. Asumadi. Obaba Boduku, when you was sending him maybe a Fata, yawo.
Mate, Nana Dasi, sorry in church, say, Brian. I know a lot of people have taken heat with your Dasi. Well, you heard us talking with Nana, and he is in charge of correcting you if you do not speak our dialect well, and then if you do not dress well, he is here to correct you on that. And so there are some guidelines when you come in here. So please, you should take notice of that. I have here with me our beautiful Queen Mother. And as you know, there is a lot of things happening. We have our Queen Mother, Nana Ama KONADU III. I had DOTE YIE ongoing, and she will be in best person to teach us a lot about when it comes to the role of a Queen Mother. So, Mamima Okaba Wadaroma, I would like to know your name and then what Tremi will in Chikakra.
Bidin the Nana Equia Tetua the first. Me a Marahima Ewan Sawam such chrome. At the Sumira or the no Kafakoto, a welcome mine.
Nanahima, send your name, Madame Pemi. Na ya share a crown chief of Fefeno. I told Diana, my phone, ya ni Mamma Mray Bisa. Na Yahunia Mabbe Breakfast, Ayana Nakakra. Yana, I bear be before Eddie Maye. And to you as a Queen Mother, I mean, some of the significance near my SC, near my air coastal. Hima, Asantehemaa, Nana, ama KONADU autoso miensa ye na se no betimi atro yen bia na
me da say say na ye nyina ye nimu no ye ma me da fam aye ye ne DOTE yie me ye akwamuni search chrome ye akwamhene ode no kwa afakoto ase na yabakwase mu no akwaman ene search chrome man aye se anuanom nti se asamoto santeman ya na ato akwaman nti ye nyina ye wa ase beka ye wura ode otumfo ho na waye yabrewa DOTE yie na aye kra behwe nti se man na mamre kwaso a abrewa kwa ekura na abrewa kwa ekura na ye gya ne kwan a nti tuye we ni ye edija abrewa kwan e ma ne ye fe esanse e ma me wa be ye bi bebre na waye ade ama asanteman nti se na wakwa ekura e wasa ahemanfo ahemfo ye nyina ka ye ho bomu na yetimi ye ma ne ye fe na edija ma me kwan e ma ne kwa ekura asomdwe mu nti ese na kakra betimi aka nse me ma me wura otumfo se tutu me ma ne hyeden ene asanteman nyina ene akwaman nyina ye ma ye nyina ye ho hyeden e wo ya brewa oda fam ene den.
Okay, but that's not him. Me pacho mo akwa ba na wada ma be kire me wunchi. Now afi wa kire me ene dwumedia na hima mubedi ewo na hima Asantehemaa na ama KONADU autoso me say ye yase.
Oh, me pacho ye frame me na adwo mankwa akam a odi kai me won nsuo ntem efi yakwa bread north me nkoso hima wo no na ye nana de oye nana woye maame mega se wiase man nyina titi Asanteban oye maame na se de maame da fom a na se wo ha na se ne ndanse ne ye bi ka ye didi a enti mi ka se ye tena fie enti na wo se baba na ye bejam no enti de bae.
Okay, you better was say and so we are talking to some of our queen mothers here who are here to pay their homage to Asantehemaa for the DOTE yie of Asantehemaa Nana Ama KONADU III. So basically that is why they are here. Thank you so much. And so there's a lot of things happening here. Meko na mene Nana Hema so edin komo. Wadaro man pacho mebo din wa chemu nchi kakra.
Ye fam Nana Asantua mi frebrem ebremu suburu komfo eneme. A mi frebrem.
Okay. Na why na hima de be se mi bisa o na ye na etse ase Asantehemaa tiasi na ejubedie ben na odi what were some of new roles juma na echa say na hima di juma bosi ben na hima edi ma Asanteman
na hima do ba obabu Asanteman emma titira ma obu asabo ti wo ye hima so ne mama ne na hima akire say sabe ye fa buo manipa ye fa sompan sunkunya no de Nana Hema do ba ye bi pa no de ko
enti Nana Hema tiase no na dwumedia odi ni say obeboaboa hema fo nyina no na wa church won amane ene amane ne ene nia e wo so wo ye nyina
ti nyame ahira no na nsuo na etode de e nyame osu ne nua no say won wo nua ne e ya Asanteman ye no wu agya no twa say enumreto.
Okay, yeah, but that's it. So Nana Hema was actually speaking to us, and she was elaborating the fact that when our queen mother Nana Asantehemaa Nana Ama KONADU III was alive, she was actually mobilizing all the queen mothers, and she was teaching them the cultural aspect of the Ashantis. And I mean, basically, she was leading them, and some of the cultures they had to perform as queen mothers. And so we still have some of our chiefs trooping in here at Manhyia Palace. We are witnessing nothing but unique and diverse culture. Okay, so we have Sehi Abusua Penyin. So we have Sehi Abusua Manhyia right here with us. She's the one trooping in. And I'm not winning. Come on, me pacho wadaro ma betimi aka bibi kakrafa o mai hwene ho
ma kan say Asanteman hene otumfo ya wa na ene netina fitinin problem sa we wa na omotete na onyini ye bibia ya wa na tete o dia le Asante ne say for there ye nyina there ye ba ko aha ti ya ba se na otumfo so ama ya so ate
for I will be a baby of Abusua 96.5 FM. You will be back will be a soya. Am I at me about life? I do not know. You will care do our gas oven and stove. And a modi age jewelry and bridal accessories.
Yo, thank you. So
I'm modi age bridal and accessories.
With one of the associates of
I'm a
Manhyia, and what he basically said is he is here, that she was here to mourn with Asantehemaa. Also for saying to the second, and since we are all one, and they come in with unity, since they are an Akan clan, they are here to join up with Asantehemaa. Also for saying to the second to mourn with the queen, as we have our queen mother, Lay and Bird. So that is basically what is happening here. We have some of the chiefs trooping in right here on grounds. A lot of happenings going on right here. I should say that at Asantehemaa we have a very unique culture which is very diverse. We have a very fascinating culture, and we are experiencing it right about now here on ground. I should say it's pretty amazing. I was earlier talking to you about the different umbrellas and symbolism. You can see different colors, you can see different designs, and you can see some symbols on the umbrellas. It tells a whole story about the chief in particular, and it gives you the meaning, the symbols identify who the chief is and where he is from, and in a way, it also tells you the when it comes to his strength, it tells you about his strength as well. So basically, that has some of the meanings and symbolism. You can see that we have more chiefs trooping in, and we can see some drummers following the king and some of the chiefs here. Okay, so it's good to have you here. Can I be in the middle? Mami jamu finfina. Yeah, mom, come on.
Where are the children? Me pa choya from Abraham and and you what? Abrakacha me di me free sro ba ye. Ama me fa na asase Asantini ba kwai amanse ani ba ne me.
Na who say name be brain na ekoso. Eya na abefo. Na ma fo ya na aye bibi for fraud ya maye. It's what Aroma. Obetimi a church.
What for them say
kwado. Ni be ani so. Say oye ba panyin. Awa ba ya ka say mama Asantehemaa Nana ama KONADU. Also so me ansani DOTE YIE. Me so betimi a church en. Amani ani amamre ni bia.
Kwana ni abraka kokwo. Die edi kan no. Ya sha se eye kwasiada nwure no. Ena omombe yi na dwade be yi ye. Ena dwada no pa ne ye de ne to mpam. Emma otumfo na boafo nyina babema na kwasiada no nsem ma ne yakọ. Ena wo hwe nso a enne
eniema na feye ana mansene here na yire adusi poku kunfanko
o say ye ba ye say yan sha asmade because oyo ba pen
mana fe papa
ko hwe no mpa o ba wo
ka kire ai
ni nyina kira asante ya mamle ni ya mamra
e ka fu ani ba sha de e wa asante amamre e fe
ya kire ya asante fo so aha akaniba de yaba no yentimi nhyehyɛ yani yentimi nhyehyɛ asomade yentimi ya tete ya nananom na ɔmo nya saa ɛkyerɛ ebuo ne ani dia ya woma ya mpanifo ya hemafo ya nananom obudi kan ne yesa ɛna yɛn so yɛ to aso enti sɛ nei wo ya baba wa na sɛ wo ma ahemfia na wote kumase mpatam a bra na fa wani bɛhwɛ amane ne amamra a etwa bu Asantehemaa mu a
Mami no kasa. Me patro wudi ena biem. Ade ya te hyehyeye. Senya me adom ochena. Eni se obi biara e ba bonten. Se ye kɔ akɔkra ye mame nana ama KONADU otoso miensa me ba showa daroma obetimi api hasi amame obodi anu atre me ye as timamufo a day any day na wo say ye
yo ye fremen nana afia na ntachua me ye bra this year am ye aduane ni de se konkron na me na ehun bibi say ya e ma ye kai ye nananom we just ne ekoso ye hu abakosam ene eniema sabeti mamufo mba yo mu bi da no so mo ba o mo be hu niam bi eti sesei ko bi o wa ye wo no hu bibi say da tika mestre sen ko bia betimi aba no be hwe niam because we ya amamle ne amane ya ye yi akire obi am obi ehu anetie
yo ye da say mama so ne ye bekasa wadaroma okay ye da ma say someone ye kasa
na wo kasa e kira ne yesi mo obi ampie on say ye de oba panyini ko akura eye say ewiem ye di na ye de ne ko on ye de ne ko nti ye besre obi a say ye say kina da no ye kosie ye maame oba panyini Asantehemaa aha wompie obi abaye dan oba ba chia oba ba chia otumfo no nan no miensa na wo ko fie kokoda na bompa ye say ye wo nyankopon ye nananom fa ninje no nto omukukumu boko enti ye besa Asantehemaa ba bi biara wo ye so enha wo enti na ye sase ene bra ene ye ba ye ya kwahwe ye nana ya kwahwe bibia ahemfo wa ha ye nananom ahunafo mo ba ye o esremfo ba hwe de ekoso a bra na behwe bra Asantehemaa ne sekutu
Sabam. Okay, thank you. So you heard us speaking with our queen mothers and some of our mothers who came in to witness what is going on around as they were advising all the young ladies, all the youngsters to come on grounds and see what is happening, not just about seeing, but also learn the unique culture Ashanti have. So as you can witness, we have some of the associates clad in red. And we can see some of our women clad in red. And as we call this in our dialect, Adisiedia. As we call it in our dialect, Adisiedia. And so we witnessed that they went around before they formed a line to showcase. Okay, but before I hand it over to you, Ma Gifty, there was something I heard about them going around. I heard that what is here, Adiana is one of many say, or baby, I didn't nice so. Me pacho no cross and in a womb.
Adia white
Sad white na who say mano eswa dia omudi chat round. Ekono. So your bana utna swa what chabra.
Wa wonyina betwa kra. Enti wo say ye ba ye baby a wutimi tia bate ho nko a obi ampe so betia ho. Enya se ya penti ni fitenti nemom e kire adomade ane amamra ya ye no wo ho no mo. Eti mpempi ye bodwa ye wodwa otumfo tena e ho no mo. Ane ye wo hu se ene baby a wotie ye onso se ya na ho no mo tie. Aha. Enu nti ane ye fre hanom bojare. Odi ho agra moja abere.
Your friend Jose.
Bojawe.
Mojawe.
Yeah. Enti wotena so bebre a o ye oba na se wokotena no ntwa moja bewe.
Okay.
Enti obi ka se bibi ni ho a na obo bibi wo ho. Bibi wo ho pa ento wa na wada. Sa na tie.
All right. So still something all right ongoing right here at the palace. I was just being briefed that just the white thing in the middle where the ladies were going round. There is a saying that it's called Mojawe, which means that a lady cannot sit or step on it, because when you do so, it will bring some consequences, especially if you are a lady who gets your monthly or your menstrual period. It will cease. So far as you step or sit on it, it's going to cease. And you are going to have difficulties in giving birth or
either birth or menstrual.
Okay, so you are going to have difficulties in menstruating or giving birth as a woman. So no woman has been seen ever stepping or sitting on it.
96.5 FM.
So can you say that you I walk it through near ACCCA?
The ACCCA, Yahemfo, Otumfo Abrimpon, Enubina Aircraft. Abani say, and Abrimpon, Wahanum no Mubro 70, a duoson, and that ban or mobile, Ebimu free, Bruno, Ebi free, and one.
And therefore, some Abusua Mutie Abusua 96.5 FM. You made the air cost to a Manhyia, body aid, jewelry, and bridal accessories, and a soya snap. You made the no air cost so our hair, any care and do gas stove oven, gas stove, any oven.
I see. So I can also see some of our security personnel around. As we all know, they are here to ensure that security is at top notch right here at the Manhyia Palace.
Government officials be ababedru hanomo ya yebusua ya hwehwe kwa yebefo so a
Okay, so we have the majority leader here with us, majority leader in Parliament. So we have Asantehemaa here. He is walking in right now to pay homage to our king, Asantehemaa. So we have our MP for Bantama, Asantehemaa, here with us. Okay, so we are live here at the palace. And as I told you, we have the majority leader here with us to pay his homage to our king, Asantehemaa Otumfo the second.
Bridal and jewelry accessories.
Okay, my gift you would be say, yeah, by I hope for the rings and system for you know. The door now, no, be so much. What you say in free baby pa. And a show, I'm saying, you know, draw to 2. Yes, I say, oh, aha, Petia be a show piano. Dodo na I almost said to let's aha, modern age web. Aha.
Oko wane de e papa pa. What na de am feel modern age for when say. Wo sika na wo person de adwuma na.
Aha.
Kada wa na but to gold na one more the best ama e breast now here sika no man na ni gold no asesa to aye sika
na che se wo sika akọ wo betimi de aye ring no na de ato wonsa ana se wo de beto wo pa de beto kom wo pa de beto nine wo pa de beto wonsa na mena so na se bia wo pese sika na wo kwa awakọ nane we de ntse se de se bi o wakofa dollar bi no aka se so ate gold de se so te e ko nani ekosoro tinina mama me fa modern age na ma omo age open omo akira kwa omo Bantima
high street
Bantima himfie no opposite wa ho na omo number is 506
0506
681 681 06 706 81 omo na so omo sina anase omo so ya sina ye de ye kase bro KONADU so ewo ho se ma gift wa ka akire omo eti mame KONADU so number na ma omo se open gas any oven anase bibi sa na aha short bread ni ade meat pie ni ade no aha oh mame fa KONADU number ni tuja 0243 365 873 0243 365 873 aha KONADU so number no eti esre wa baby a wo bia no so open gas and oven papa na person be share aha bola kese no ho eho ne KONADU wo obabua ya da tietufo nyina ase na ase maso ase na ya di dwuma di ebramo ya me shira mu nyina
and the ultimate here country and tobacco ultimate 106.9 FM Koti ho na nsam e
Bantima ye wia obi ani tia baby ayeko
Bremai
medasi ebru
nanom akura
ka si pa awon ye nyina ye botwi na botoni yako medasi ebru
nana ya da se nyame anim nie mama yen abafu ye hunu niema ye hunu bida me anami hu se otumfo bie no na tani abena ya boa no ya di ja to ano no na ema na timi de aka asem bia no ya pema nana ye bida ye beto kanea o predan ho na so na no nso de na se ne se eviri he
medasi ebru ana na abafu ensam so nti hu light hu niema otumfo odi asem ana woka asem no a ayatane onse na wokọ asore da mu a omote kanre ye de anim kanre ye nim tane e kania ye di anim no ane tane abasanti amamrem na abakosem
nana nyame Israel pa nana konti hene enso ewo ehanomo nana mepacho yese ka mepacho udi
Nana Kofi Boampong the second ya konti hene
nana dia ekwe twamfoni kakrai GH1 o maimu nyina TV so obi ehwe o de eko nana twamfoni kakramae sese ba bia ya dure dia na ya dure he ya ekwa he
isi ade na hima DOTE YIE mu ane ye we ifria echina eba san beto aso echina no ye de nana ba ko be mu Bantuma ifri Bantuma e de be fam sa fa abusua kuruwa ye de akwa akoduru breman ehwe na ye nyina ye ko akura foforo a ye kwatena mu nana eko die di nachi ye ko bo akura foforo ni atenam ni asom Asantehemaa ama Asantehemaa aye krabehwe said ye ne ye hunu no saa ne nana no so be ye etia so ye bese ye to aso e ma ne krabehwe na nsesaye bia mam eni na ye hu we no
nana nyame adom na otena o de che na se ye de nana ekwa akura ye yi ni perfekuo bia o mo kwa na se broni be ka se selected peoples bia ye ne wo mo na ekura na se we yi de obia timi kobi
enye ni be nyina na etimi kobi ye woni pa ye yi wo ma wo mbeko e de na akogya na kwan e de na kwa akura enti won ka ho a won kobi na ye mpese bibi besi na ye bebo Asantehemaa hene dimboni nti ani aso obi ana na ye nia ye kogya na kwan akogbo akura wo fura ma no ye fa no nko na ye ko siesie wo ma no ye mpese obi abegina abonte se no Sandehene kokura no ebi ye say ye mpe dimboni bia ye nye saa ne ma no enti yeso obi ana na yenko fana na nko ne fa no kotore kura na ye nyina ye sai ensom Asantehemaa
nana meda say nana hema e kasa no kan say ochina ye bedi ka koba ntema nana bantema edan na me ye cho se dan na eben eji no aha nana na ehon so de na mane ebizenke ye mana na so a mininsenke de ne ko akura ada na eze ko bantema nsana ya besia ko bremai
ye ntia de ne ko no ampanifo no so bi wo ho ese ko bu mama ne ye se na atro ye de hye na akɔadu yiadom e de ne ko ampanifie class ye di ka akɔ no
anenti nananom binom
sɛdeɛ ɔmampani ɛsoma obi sɛ nkɔdi dwuma ma no a wɔde ne kɔ cabinet ɛma ɔmu nyinaa hunu sɛ nnipa atomasi ne yɛ soma no enti abusuafoɔ no mpanimfoɔ no bi wɔ hɔ enti yɛde ne kɔkyerɛ sɛ nana nso ɛkɔ akura enti yɛde ne bɛkyerɛ mu na yɛgya no kwan ɛde no akɔ ɛno nti na yɛde ne kɔ hɔ no
nana wedeɛ me mma me kasa nwa me gya mo makɔ no nana nyame adom a yenim sɛ ɔkyena nana kɔ akura na gye sɛ ɛha no mo adwo afutuo bɛn na mɔde ma Asantehemaa yɛn abɛɛfofoɔ yi ɛne obi afei na ɔba obi a wɔte fie obi wɔ aburokyire ɔtie yɛn ɔhwɛ wɔ TV so afutuo bɛn ɛna mɔde ma Asantehemaa
afutuo a bɛde bɛma Asantehemaa nyinaa sɛ Asantehemaa nhwɛ nea ɛrekɔ na yɛn nyinaa yɛmfa yɛn ho nhyɛm sɛdeɛ nananom yɛbɛto hɔ mu a yɛnso yɛde yɛn ho hyɛ mu na mmeranteɛ no ɛmfa wɔn nhyɛm na wɔn nsua Asante amammerɛ na yɛn nyinaa yɛni so nkyɛkyerɛ Asante kuro no Asante mpɛ fii yɛyɛ dodoɔ man yɛgye obiara sɛ obiara bɛba mu na mmom sɛ woba na yɛ asoɔden sɛ wobɛbu Asante mmara so asɔre atia Asante mmara deɛ a yɛne wo ntumi ntena kuro no mu ma no nyɛ yie ɛne yɛbɛgya kwae ama akɔ baabi a mfiri baeɛ sane sɛ ha deɛ ɛyɛ dodoɔ man
Asantehemaa yɛne 2 empires yɛwɔ just 1 empire yɛ yɛtitira ni otumfoɔ ɔsɛtu a ɔtɔ so mmienu nana deɛ wohwɛ ne su ne ban a na sɛdeɛ nananom ka na yɛ otumfoɔ dii kan no wasen aba bio
meba otumfoɔ me a mekyerɛ ɛdi a mesoro no afɛ kɔbi sɛ wampem mena mewo a binnini bi a ɔbɛdeɛ ɛne m'ani abere paa ɛsɛ ka menya meba sɛ tutu aka ɔno nko a Asantehemaa momoa no na yɛnya yɛnkora ne nnuane ba n'akyire koro yɛmpɛ bɔne bia obi bɛdi bɔne ɛde ɛte wo sɛ tutu deɛ ɔdaworo ɛne yɛmpɛ bi sɛ mobi yɛa nyina yɛ baako ma no ne ɔsie ne maame yɛ ne nnua ba bɛde ma sɛ ɛburu
piao
na biribi ka toɔ koraa ne sɛ Asante ɛnhoahoa yɛ ho sɛ yɛ waade Asante waade paa enti yɛmfa hoahoa yɛ ho na nyɛ sɛ yɛkutuu sɛ ɛbam
yo nananom yɛda ase nɔkwasɛm ni nananom akyerɛ sɛ ampa Asante yɛ ɔman ampa nneɛma yɛsisie amammerɛ a ɛretwa guo ɛkyerɛ sɛ ampa nananom ɛwɔ biribi ɛne nneɛma pa ɛde kyerɛ Asantehemaa nyame yɛ adom a ɔkyena yɛ yɛwɔda ɔkyena ne de ɛtwa toɔ koraa yɛkɔ ne yɛkɔgya yɛ nana KONADU kwan na wakɔ akura eti baabi a wɔ bia no baabi a wo a wote yɛn nka bia no na wabɔ mmɔden na wo nso wahwɛ sɛdeɛ amammerɛ ne amanneɛ no ɛsitiɛ na biribiara ayɛ kama ɛde ama yɛn enti no nyame ɔnhyɛw na ɔnte w'anim kyerɛw baabi a wɔ bia no na baabi a yɛdurɛ yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛne mpanimfoɔ no bi ɛbɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ na yɛbisa wɔn mo sɛdeɛ nneɛma esi ɛteɛ eti sabre Daddy, if I say I know to change oh, okay. Okay. Aha. It is a baby, who share piano. Na wakoso. Yatra amamre, amanye, any baby. Yami adoma, otna, and pennyfort muse. A free non chrono acrono. Emma obibia empia bontain and umreno. Nananomo ade, Nanahema, Eko Akura, Etimo empia bontain.
We have our founder of VIB Network. KONADU YIE is here to pay homage to Asantehemaa to the second. Daddy, good afternoon. Welcome to GH1 TV.
Let us sit down. I'll talk to you.
Okay, so we have the founder of VIB Network. KONADU YIE here with us. He is here to pay homage to Asantehemaa to the second. It's all about the DOTE YIE of Asantehemaa. Nana Ama KONADU the third. And so we have our founder here. Since he is the CEO of VIB Network, which comprises of GH1 TV, Ago TV, Abusua FM, Ultimate 106.9 FM. And so, Daddy, our Asante Kingdom. So here with us, Dr. KONADU YIE, who just trooped in to pay his homage to Otumfuo Osei Tutu the second. So you know he is the founder of VIB Network, which comprises of GH1 TV, Ago TV, Kasapa FM, Star FM, Ultimate 106.9 FM, Abusua 96.5 FM, Empire FM, and he is here to, of course,
Yo, yeah, that's it. Enti Sabre ya papa honorable KONADU YIE anya abedru idea na sanete abani sanete say honorable KONADU YIE abedru open so and I say na afia kobi ya na KONADU ne DOTE YIE ya says abani meba cho within the say
your friend Frank Kweku Amoa, Edi Adodo na dunu me minister, be a police officer.
Okay. And yeah, my young facey camera and said ya ye bet me atomu ye. Aha. Na just a sanet ye.
Your friend Kweku Amoa. Your friend Kweku Amoa, Edi Adodo na dunu me minister.
Minister, oh yeah, dear.
Be a police officer.
officer. Na me pacho jumadi e kwe wo ne san.
Jumadi no koso kama pa. Em say fit be 3 days ni. Enu ane na chefe mu da say so ni start say high kakra. Ba na de ye da oduma kuma say wati wie ma ye kama pa.
Na aniama e twagu enya bia wa hu bi da. Amamre ni amane wa hye bi da.
Asante ye kire amamre ene amane. Asante kire amane ene amamre. In fact, me who be over bia da. Ene na me di mani aba be hu. In fact, ya ka na me njindi. Ba na de me di mani aba be hu. Asante amane ene amamre a ye twagu e wo kuma se Manhyia e mountain so.
Enti me te se na bi mo kire mo se asante your man. Wadansi de ne se hu asante se ye de.
Asante your man ampa. Asante your man on its own. Uya ho hia enye ye. Ye te ye ka se your man ni se. O so ahemfo afri. Bro bebre so ma be twahia. A mo ba be ja ye ru akra kire se asante e your man. It is ye ka se asante your man a. Mo be hu di pa bo hia ha kra a. E kire se ana se die dan se no kra asante your man.
Da se Nyami shira pa na onti na ni wonchiro. All right. Yegusua yane adofo atitiro ene adofo edi enkomo alfa eniema ACCA yi ho. ACCA yi ho. Enti baby a wa oti yenka bia no na wa hu na namba cho ye bese na otwetwe nkomo ga. Odi de say.
Efrem Kofi Champon.
O ya de ai.
Me nuale DỌTE hene.
DỌTE hene.
Ane.
Nana the esie ya futu be na ode ma Asantehemaa nyina.
Asantehemaa de wa so taye no. Ni ye koso. Ya de ho. Ye nta obi a ye de ahoho nyina.
Ma pem
baba. Kenya mozongo ye nya anwuna ka jonse nya wo a. Kenya anwuna ka sa nyama wo nyina nka ye ho. Ohia entomo ha hefo na atwa Asantehemaa ho ahia. Esiremfo na atwa ho ahia. Nti yedu obi a yenta bi. Yenta obi a wa do ye ne yeso ye do wo no ye de a. Yeso ye no.
Nana nyame shira pa ne afutuo. Ye da se. Yegusu a ye ne mpanimfo titrewa aba dwumade ya se edi nkomo na ye hu se de esi ekro. Nana we de mama kwaba. Nana GH1 ye pese ye ne mudi nkomo kakra. Because the ACA ye no de da edi kan ya ye hu bi ne mu de mo hu abre. Nana ye hu se ebi mo de ntwoma sra wo mo hu nyina wa hanom. Nana etre say mo si dan ho na video no TV no we bra so ye no mo hu wanim. Nana nti de edi kan no we dey the same.
Nana ya adakwa yadom. Atosu hene, atosu ehene. Kuma se atosu hene.
Atosu. Nyame nhira pa. Nana se de me di kan ye no. Ye ba ye hu sa mamre bi wo ha. Me hu bi da ye de ntwoma ye de kwa buchi ai. Asra nipa bebre ho. Nana sabio asia ne sei.
Yo. Asantehemaa mu no. Se obi e kwa ni ntwoma na ni baba. Asante ye chesemu. Ye chese ani baba de kwa ntwoma. Titi no ne ke beku a ye de tofa ho nyina. The boss wa penye beku. The pay e me wo no e me body. Ye na na ye ni afraid. E ti asante ye kwa ntwoma no se yo hu ye. Se me we da body. Many ne kwa e ma Asantehemaa. That's
Nana yada se ne se de wasi akire yemu. Nana panimfo akire se nyame ya adom a okira ye yawoda ye panimfo ne adehye ekoja na Asantehemaa kwa mana kwakura. Nana adena ye peso obia nkoda anwumre no nkono. Obia ntune punu mu obia nkoda. Ma obia mpi abonten. Adena eno de mumma obia mpi.
yo. Minana ye tell say Asante no ye dance ye wa mamre ni amanie se bia bru kwasi broni na aba ɛna ɔbɛhyɛ ne ma afɔ ɛne ɛwɔ mmra wɔ hɔ a ɛnkɛnna na dwi sɛdeɛ bru ɛkɛ nɔɔma bebrebe nanso no ɛnɛ nɔɔma sesa nti no ɛtɔsasɛ mamrɛ deɛ nsesa ɛdi ɛsi obiara nkɔda mɛmpie ɛmu sɛ ne mpo deɛ adi no nipapɔ ne nibi kura bɛtɔ bɛdi wɔn ne yɛbɛhyɛ yɛn ɛdi ɛsi obiara na ɛsasase yɛ ne ɛman ɛsi obiara nkɔda sɛ ɛbɛ nipapɔ ne nibi nkɔ yɛ bɔne na yɛ deɛ yɛ di deɛ ɛbɛyɛ ɛdi obiara da ɛbɛboa sasɛ mamrɛ ne yɛnyi bi firi ɛbɛ bi ka ho obiara kɔda ɛbɛboa sasɛ ɔfima kɛseɛ ɛna kɔ ekura yɛ ni apere ɛda
Nana Jami Adom a ɔtena enwumre no nkron ɛkɔbɔ nondu no mpanimfo mi yɛnyanteɛ sɛ nananom ahemfo otumfoɔ ne na trankonwa de ɔnim bɛkyerɛ mu bantema na bantema deɛ nim sɛ nka brɛma na bantema deɛ nananom amaneɛ wɔ hɔ
yo bantema amamɛkɔ aso no ɛsɛ yɛde no kɔ bantema nsa bantema ɛsɛ yɛde no kɔ bantema yɛkɔ nanam kɔyɛ amammerɛ nyinaa awia sa na anadwo paa no yɛkɔgya yɛ napa wɔ brɛman nti bantema deɛ yɛde ne bɛkɔ akɔyɛ amammerɛ yɛnka mu nsɛm bikɔa sɛ bepɔ yɛnka mu nsɛm nti bantema ɛsɛ yɛde ne kɔ ansa na yɛde akɔ bantema yɛde akɔ brɛman nti mena nanom obiara na na sudwambra obiara na na sɛ nipa sɛbi ebu yɛ kan ɛsɛ wɔn ti akɔ ati ana obiara na sudwambra tufo do obiara na santima yɛ dɔm.
Pia o nana nyame nhyira o na ɔma nkwa tenten yo adɔfo yɛgu so a yɛne yɛ nananom ahemfo atitire a atwa otumfoɔ ho ahyia ɛna twitwi ngom nana wada roma odin de sɛn
ɛfrɛ me nana akwasi abɛyie nana brɛ yesu ne meba no
okay we deɛ agya ne wɔba nana amammerɛ ne amanne a yɛabɛto no wɔ nana yiadom ana nana konadu yiadom ayi ase na ne dɔte yi ase na ɔkwasɛ no sɛ yɛhu bi da yɛhu no nneɛma bebree na emu baako a nana yɛpɛ sɛ otu yɛfo ɛwɔ ho no sɛ nana yɛakyerɛ sɛ yɛte sɛ ma obi amfa ataadeɛ soronko bi ɛmma ha nanso yɛba yɛhu sɛ obi wɔ hɔ anaasɛ kɔkɔɔ bi wɔ m ɛnsesaeɛ no ahyesa anaasɛ adentia
ɛnsesae nanso woyɛ deɛ amammerɛ deɛ woyɛ a obi bɛfom obi wɔ hɔ a wɔnim obi wɔ hɔ a ɔbɛtom obi wɔ hɔ ɔba ɔda visit ɛna ɔbɛbia ha nti woyɛ dɛn a woyɛ deɛ ebi bɛtɔ fɔ badodoɔ no ara no wɔn te aseɛ sɛ wokɔ ɔhema yie wei Asantehemaa o kurowura ahemafo nyinaa afɛnii no ɛna ɔda fam nti definitely no wokɔ ha sɛ woyɛ ɛmaa ne sɛ wode net hyɛ ɔmo ti wei sɛ mebɛ wobɔ dugo badokɔhwɛ ne nana obɛtu ti mfa yi mmɛbɔ anaa so na ade net ahyɛ momfa kamera nkɔ hɔ because yɛpɛ sɛ bɛba abɔnten amammerɛ ma so no
na yɛda ase nana yɛn nyinaa yɛtwa yɛni a adeɛ fitaa bi wɔ hɔ nom a otumfoɔ te so ɔno na ahemfoɔ no te so nana ɛno ɛyɛ deɛ yɛn
yɛfrɛ sumpie so
nana adwuma bɛn na ɛyɛ
ɛhɔ na kyerɛ otumfoɔ no di berɛ ɔtena so a ɔyɛ haya ɛkyɛ obiara ɛnti na ɛwɔ soro no kuro biara so wɔ ne deɛ bato ba ha deɛ a ɔne supreme
nana yɛda ase yɛhunu sɛ abrempɔn a atwa otumfoɔ ho ahyia ahemfo bɛyɛ sɛ menhamani a bɛyɛ duoson ɛwɔ hanom a obiara ɛyɛ n'amammerɛ ɛne n'amanneɛ sɛdeɛ nneɛma esitiɛ ne nhyehyɛ esitiɛ ɛwɔ ha nana yɛhunu sɛ nneɛma a ɛkɔ nyinaa no abosomsɛm wom na adan na mate sɛ wɔtena yɛbɛyɛ awufosom ama no asɔfoɔ bɛbam nya bia nana kwadu ti aseɛ no na ɔkɔ asɔre anaa
ɔkɔ asɔre paa ɔwɔ na sɔre girlfriend sɛ ɔkɔdi ne ɔmbɛyɛ asɔre maa no ɛyɛ asɔre a wakwaa sɛ de wobɛdi hema nti na ɔda so wakɔ saa ne teɛ
nti asɔfoɔ wɔ kyɛfa ɛwɔ mu
saa ne teɛ sɛ ɔde ne ɛbie no amammerɛ deɛ na ɔmɔyɛ ɛna ɔbɔ adeɛ so ɛdeɛ ade teɛ
ɔde so bɛyɛ da ase na afutu a mpɛ sɛ ɔde ma asanteman titiro Ghana man nyinaa yɛse asante yɛ ɔman ɛdeɛ na ma asante yɛ soronko ɛwɔ adehye aka nyinaa mu Ghana ha na sɛ wiase nyinaa
ma Asantehemaa ne say ha no ahemfo manhemfo nyina omo owura baako ayo opem so nipa ne beye paramount juice omo ye beye 66 to 70 omo hye na se enti onye grow baako ayo man nyina na hye na se anything I said Asante ayo man because a man nyina omo hye na se Asante dey say
Nana yada say the twa to okra no maya futuo man nyina maya futuo na mtiri mai ye hunu ye sese yeye na ya ba ye mi hwa wanim din a wonto wa no won hihye wani achi na enso wa ho ofe no da musoronko eti otumfo mete so mo ye se mo obi amfa nkeka ye bi anka na ho na mfa ma ha mo ye se ye hu se Asante amamre no ma na ho fa nkasa na futu be na me pasa ne ma we
futu abede ma me nwa no mo wa no se amamre de ento ntwene do ni mamamre no on sa amamre nti abuje nyina ye mfa se ye be ye ase a ye nyina Asantehemaa edampem na ye nyina ni abre na obi aba wa ka fe no bi twitwene ni ma batoto na no abeje sade 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 ebre wo mi breda didi ko to bia di bia keka no ye mpenke ka wa bia ye hu se ye ni abre ye ni ata ko dom pa ye ni abiye ena ye ni abre bia nti se ofa mo amrantuma
nana otranta ndrofo ebetimi adi machi ana ndrofo otre ebetimi adi machi
no problem
ma ye nkobi nana okay ya o maso mo ma ye nkobi ka ye nya bi so anke ebeko mi wo bi wo ho nana nyami nsramo na onto mo nkwa na o ma mo nkwa tete all right Abusua for nana konadu ne DOTE yie no mo ana ye wei ya yeguso a ye ne atitrew ene adofo eguso a ye twetwe nkomo e wo hanomi ba bia wo a wo hye ye bia no GH1 TV Ghana ana wo hye ye free nana konadu ene da for me nana kwadu a otoso miensa ene ne ye ne DOTE yie abani ye betimi atwe nkomo kakra GH1 me ba cho wodi adesai
Medine Kofiata.
Odino.
Medine Kofiata.
Na ujuma die ne sei.
E ya blafo o kotokuma mu. Atimoda kotokuma hen ne bai. Samre watenase.
Eti osomwo atimoda.
Sa pepepe.
Eti o hen din ne sei.
Osi ade o Dr. Frimpong aso. Atim kotokuma hen. The fourth.
Ya wose abrafo no mani abriye pa ewo nana konadu ni DOTE yie yase kane no ebre bi atwa ne yase abrafo no wodi ho agora omo betimi atwa wuti anase BBC enei sa na ti ana
on se first no na ye de sikan na we ahwede ene no ma akola ahwede kra no betimi de ne se ahwura ne awe o ja se enti me kan na be chire mo ba na me de chire se first nana sano mano eni idie enam abane amane sa ansem ntino untimi emfa mlan show nsem entweli petisa esa woni emlane na enya what I say
nana nyame nsro pa na onto won kwanem eti afutuo be na ade be ma ye ntire mai
samle meka na meka ma ye nyina Ghana fo nyina ibi asante ewo eni ani ebedru nanso ebedru ni ehun se bibia de na kwem kefa ba koyo entra sise a first ni na ka kotoku eni asante na ka omonka be eni no ha kotoku ma he tutu ni chacha mu aba asante ma he asante he ani ebe chia no enti no so se first no ma no eni obi eni no odo no yede tena sabe pepe
ya nyami onsro pa we Abusua bia ye we ye wo nana konadu yiadom otoso miensa ne DOTE yie ase oba de che na o kire ya wodai ana nananom ade ato adofo animu se ye betimi aja nana konadu kwan amana akọ akura na opani ba ko ha yemisa pacho within the say
the family Nana was able to.
Nana osebo Nana pacho no one say ade bi wo hu nyina
we say Ochimai Akota de Cassie. Me the whole Eastern region, Abrafo in Nine.
When I Eastern region, Abrafo. Nana, na dear wo hu no, tete no na eye adwuma ben.
Oh, tete na eye Abrafo, and eye asojafo na aposifo. Ewa hemfie. Eti yakota de Cassie said ye asojafo akota de no. Yes, ye de no.
Nana say we do obi tutu ebeka wo.
Oh, Debbie. Edro ho. Anya de bibia bi si. Eja current me to.
Eti wo ya ochehene brafo ani.
Me ye the whole Eastern region abrafo yin. Eti kotoku yin and na me bae.
Nana ye hwe se de eniam sitie wo Nana Kwadu ne DOTE YIE yase a afutuo ben ana wo de ma adofo atwa ha hye nyina ne kurom e wo ha nyina.
Futu am de be ma wo ma ne se ote wa so obo obra yi. So ote wi asna obo obra yi a nyame bua na nyame to nsa frɛ wa. Onso sene a Nana eyi na ye no. Saram jidi so onso eyi be. Wa mo obra yi di a ene woni ma be basa.
Medase Nana nyame onshira pa se oni yen akasa nyame onshira. Eti yeguso a yene empanimfo ahemfo abamu mpanimfo etwetwe nkomo awo GH1 eso na baabi a yadrei yeguso a ye adwuma nti na ma no guso a me ka cha say obade ade dum ye na okyerɛ ya wodai ɛna yekogya ye Nana Konadu yekogya ne kwan ama Nana akoda boko eti na kyese sa ne tie Nana DOTE YIE no okyena anwumra nonkono na kyese yede Nana ekɔ akura panimfo kyerɛmu sɛ ɛma obi ampie abɔnten hyɛ wo dan mu na one wo ma monyem ahome ɛwɔ hɔ na bibia enye kama ɛwɔ hɔ nti na kyese sa na etie yeguso a yene adofo ene mpanimfo edi dwumadie no kama ɛwɔ hanom eti yene mpanimfo akankyerɛ wo ne adehye atwakure ho ahyia ɛna yeguso a yedi enkomo yi Abusua 96.5 ultimate 106.9 ɛna Star FM Accra ɛna afei GH1 TV Ago TV ɛna mote yenka a muhu ye so ɛwɔ so nyame onhyira mo na ɔnte n'anim nkyerɛ mo adwuma no yeguso a yeguso a yɛyɛ adwuma no na ɛnkyɛ mpanimfo akɛsefo akintira wafo no ebi mu besan aba bepie mu ɛwɔ ha na bibia yɛ kama yo abusua yeguso a adwuma no ana yeguso a yɛyɛ adwuma no na mene wo kasa ide bese no nan mu ekono mu opemso ebe sorry that time no na just say de nan so de no eba awie ye enra ye hyase efri eda adwoda no ena ene eye wukwada na just say nti said ye nyina ye nimu no asante amamre ene na mane ena ye niguso a ye hwei adowafo ene adehye ahofefo no kwasa ne se ye kase asante eye oman a na eye nokre se asante ye oman na emumma ahofefo emema ahofefo ekire se asante da musronko ne awonwasem ewo Manhyia ahemfie hanom se yenuanom anwonafo eba bepie mu ha na nokwasem ni se anwonwade ene nsankyerani a woma beye de nokwasem ni ano adinye pa se wo hwa wo hunu tade niema esikro nokwasem ni adeɛ na wɔn ayi kyerɛ nipa nim nso na edi asa ɛkasa yɛ bibia kyerɛ sɛ tumi ɛwɔ hɔ nom yegu so a yɛne wo eti wuntumi apie mu ɛwɔ Manhyia efie ha nom nɔkwasɛm ni sɛ ɔgana man mu nti ɛna yɛbu mu yo waba bepie ha nom ɔgye fansi yie paa wuntumi aba betru Manhyia fikesie mu ha nom ya dodoɔ na abambɔfoɔ no ɛwɔ ne nkyɛn yɛbɔ ne ho ban nsɛnkyerɛfoɔ atwa ne ho ahyia nipa bebree ɛne no Nana Bi ɛnso ɛka ne ho na ɔkwasɛ ne sɛ ɛnɛ Nana Bi wafa ne ho paa ne space no nso yɛ kama ya wapie mu ɛwɔ ha nipa a ɛwɔ Manhyia efie ha nom no ɛdɔɔso yie papapapapapapapapa nipa dɔɔso yie papapapapapa abrafoɔ ɛne adɔfoɔ mu kuta etuo atwerɛtuo ɛne adehyɛ no obiara yɛ n'adwuma sɛdeɛ adwuma no teɛ pɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛ obiara yɛ ne deɛ pɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛ enti amammerɛ deɛ yɛnto ntwene ɛwɔ ha nneɛma a esi wɔ fie ha kyerɛ sɛ ampa Asanteman yɛwɔ dɔ ahemfo adehyɛ ahema nyinaa ɛwɔ mu wɔ ha a wohu sɛ ampa yɛwɔ ade a oye ɛwɔ ha nom na abasobɔ baako a yɛde bɛbɔ Zoom Lionfoɔ ɛne sɛ efiri sɛ dwumadie hyɛ aseɛ besi saa bere a yɛkasa yi wɔn mo rɔbo hu efi ɛwɔ abɔnten hu efi biara ɛwɔ abɔnten manugu so amena ɔkasa yi edwabɔ n'ase akɔmfoɔ ɛne abrafoɔ no asa a adɔfoɔ edi no wɔ edwom ha ɛne anwanwasɛm ne nsɛnkyerɛnni a wɔn mo ɛyɛ no ɛda mu soronko na atwerɛtuo no atwerɛtuo no ɛna abrafoɔ no baako ama so a ɔɔtoɔ no na mekyerɛ sɛ Zoom Lionfoɔ ɛbɔ adwuma sonko ɛwɔ ɛha nom fire service foɔ ɛnso egu so ɔmo yɛ adwuma soronko ɛno nti baabi a wɔbia no nananom atena nkonnwa atena se a yɛgye sika yɛgye akwansodeɛ ɛde agya nana kwan ama nana akɔ akura sɛdeɛ ɛteɛ no enti ɛyɛ GH1 ɛna wɔte yɛn ka sese yɛbɛpie mu ɛwɔ Manhyia fikesie mu ɛha nom yɛ papa honorable Kwabena Dofoɔ the CEO the president GH1 ɛna Abusua EIB ɔne mpanimfoɔ no nyinaa ba bɛhyia mu ɛwɔ ha honorable.
So the Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amakohene and so Abedru ha but Akonya Ama so that is the Dr. Kwabena Dofoɔ, founder of EIB Network, together with the Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amakohene, former Ashanti Regional Minister Honorable Alexander Akon. They have finished far pasting the body and have gone to, greet the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei the second, and they are now stepping out from Manhyia. In fact, I must say that Manhyia is full to capacity. All those who matter in Ghana politics are currently here sympathizing with the Manhyia royal family and also paying homage to the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei the second. Delegation from the Northern Regional House of Chiefs are present. Various chiefs from the Northern region are also here. All the divisions within the Asante Kingdom are also here to pay their last respect to the Asantehemaa and also go and pay homage to the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei the second. A while ago, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman